is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Kevin Taylor afaya de afa enoma bebree ho. Okatakyie FIFA mensa eye live ema ahohoro ne sa wo bucket mu se wone Kevin Taylor asem no wa ahohoro ne sa onka bie wa bone funfram nti no we wie Kevin Taylor enya de obeka na asem bie Kevin Taylor se wo bowa asem no kosoro ba fom ye nyantwemu ye beef no ye beko saa na Okatakyie de betu no Facebook say case na oni Kevin Taylor papa ewo court no court e dismiss asem na ma wa mano compensation 8,000 nya so Okatakyie FIFA men say dinkunima say nya 8,000 Kevin Taylor say obowa Kevin say bibi obechi Ofori Atta bia twene bra na ye nche no na baomia o say ye ma no kwan no nsama ye den Mahama watitifu also Mahama wamasidi nenya hoden sisi Dumsor Mahama enya Dumsor levy ode beso ano nti ba omi oba obeye den oba beye
wodi weni to edi atro because of okotisa yaka na ya wo ya nyoma miensa de tumi to asase so ida se obewu ida se obebodam anase obeye bubuani na wogu dem na ye de wo ho ahwe etufo enti these three things that the Bible has quoted and said, you cannot run away from it. It does not matter oba huhuru nsa oba huhuru tuo ubeko jail and a sign your mommy and sa Bible akano, you go through it. It's mobo. It funnies me. Say when somebody comes out speaking, making noise, now who pain and fear in your heart. That is what you are seeing. And anytime you're warning the young people, you sometime might be following somebody who is scared, but because of onimse eye ehuna dan sono on to me sebio akese 70 and 1 minute who know you are not done. Don't finish. You should not finish. Oh ronza going that was ya oh start ronza. Nobody wash their hands. It is simple as that. And then we say MPP for kwasia phobi Kevin Taylor papa lose case mo the MPP for the mo Jimmy. Why na the crowd tabechro say Kevin Taylor papa lose case. Kakwasia na okase Kevin Taylor papa lose case na ko the crowd tabechro. Mo Jimmy. De bia me ka kire MPP supporters. Mo Jimmy amunkenkan ntina enkwasiafo bi ebu mo abesi nne. Enitina mo dun kran mo mu bi MPP for yesemo ye nkwasiafo. Otifie da kwasia bi aka jese me win case or court. Wan fa krata ankyerɛw wan kyerɛw case na wo wini ye no ne krata e kyerɛ se wo wini case ni na wagimi nti me ka kyerɛ MPP for me se wo yi preko ene MPP ni a anka yi preko na hohoro no ho fa no to dem MPP ni a wagimi It hurts me to say this, but what Debiana I keep saying say there's nothing I can change about you MPP people because mo bebre no wagimi mo adwene wo fom mo nima de mo nkenkan enti mo kwasie bi Kevin Taylor papa lose case Kevin Taylor papa lose case krata be the free court a say Kevin Taylor papa lose case because mo agimi because mo nim nyansa mo nko school enti o so oba Ghana mo MPP for no Ghana for bebre mbu mo o mo se mo agimi mo adwene wo fom ade kitikiti bi de dada mo nyoman kitin ene de dada mo ma yesem ponche mma na me dwen sa wo se Kevin Taylor papa lose case na nka wo de krata ba Nanka mjin say oba no nanka oba say oh Kevin Taylor papa lose case oh in the case no lose no say na court say nanka krata ni kutaw no abe ready. So today when you file application for directions just say lose case muejimi in kwasiafo we no motete say ye de any jam can say omo be use mu ache. When somebody files application for direction it does not mean obi lose case enti ana mo no mo free ana mo ya mo abem toilet be mo moa ye ka so mo nko school a na mo bu ofu na mu didi ni patam ye didi otumfo atam on school amun konti on se de bia na madane kwasiafo mu bi school amun konti de bia na madane kwasiafo de bia na madane agimifo de bia na nkofo odi matam de bia na manfo ehum se sebio my se toilet mu mmoa. The issue here is mum bia mu ni kakra na mon kenkan na mum busansam ade ba ko edima MPP for titru sebio omo ya kamfo a sebio omo mu bi MPP for e ya santefo no Jimmy amudi bebusa question keke oh Bema, yes, some say, see, no busa question back, and one no. Mumbusa question, and I'm alive when I said to let Mumwa. This is Kev in. Bibian Sayo, me say, Bibian Society, the Namu Yarmunya, Adana Mojai, Bibian Hobium, Munye. Me say, results neba, jail, Bonfako take it to Abeko. Bonfako take it to Abe to me, Irie and Chinia wo we are singing, or best spending a life with jail. And I do on that, he knows. Bova, you go to jail. Ube dem. It is a fact. Ube dem. You know it. 119 rows, you know, say end to means your fate has been decided. You end up in jail. Ube dem. A criminal case is on you. It does not matter the screaming. It does not matter the shitting you are shitting. It does not matter who your body can cry for num for trasi. Ube dem. Bova, ube dem. Your ignorant followers, your woman Jimmy Tibi, one cast ube dem, you know. Into another Emma won't mean that when you had problems, won't me pressure. Let me just say you're starting one way. Maybe you, because you are not done. I decide who goes on and who stops. What you say, I'm going to Ghana, Eshe, and Jimmy. In Yansavona more Ghana. No. Let me just say, oh, Bonfa ube dem. So Ken Ofori Atta, a year the Interpol, a year wanted list, no. Ken Ofori Atta edaso. Into our website, what is here? Ken Ofori Atta is a member. He's an original member. Total numbers of public red notices in circulation 6,561. Search results 6,561. Ken Ofori Atta nabeto sunde MNI 571. Now this site displays up to 160 notices per search results. Please refine your search criteria to find the notice you are looking for. Ken Ofori Atta I'll. Ofori Atta Kenneth Nana I'll. 65 years. Or a Ghana ni. Baby Albechini Bia or the Interpol red list. So. Or your Crown 4. Baby Albechini Bia, you can shout at him. You are wanted by the Interpol. You are a thief. Uhunu airport, uhunu restaurant, baby Albechini Bia frame. I'll come and call the police to pick him up. Baby Abehu can Ofori Atta bia on this planet Earth. Baby Abehu bia. I can't say you Interpol you are a criminal. Ube to be share Dumsor gunu so no wa police say yenche no Ghana ban ehia no. Ken Ofori Atta is an international criminal. Oyewi, he needs to go home and face the law. Iti Ken Ofori Atta baby Abehu bia airport o say hey Interpol alert no that so Interpol you share no oye Crown 4 Uhunu airport go to the desk and report him and tell the agents say this guy they should be very careful about him. He's a dangerous man. Brodika so be a dangerous sanipa no odi ewo ye de to Interpol red list so sanipa no dangerous. Ken Ofori Atta or a dangerous human being. Do not senko yo ja anka sebio anka yo jamframa. I was so extinguisher and said we guno and fire extinguisher. This guy Ken Ofori Atta is a dangerous human being. Baby Obehuni bia make sure oba no achinesie. Make sure who Ken Ofori Atta in a restaurant, who at a sports bar, airport. Make sure you have your phone with you. Call the police. Ken Ofori Atta Nana I'll. He's 65 years old. He's a Ghanaian. He's a hardened criminal. He's being wanted by the Ghana government. You need him. We need him dead or alive. He is on the list. Do not underestimate him. He's dangerous like Osama bin Laden. He's dangerous. This is a guy you cannot underestimate. Dead or alive. Ken Ofori Atta, Interpol for Hiano. A very dangerous, tricky, slimy, very, he's a very delicate criminal. Man underestimate Ken Ofori Atta. It may catch a Ghana for Uno airport, uno restaurant uno asorio, make sure you call the police 911. If you can capture him, capture him. Every time you are walking, get a sack per bottle. So also to restaurant be the for butunity, never police. For butunity. Bottle brown, no, ya also for the enemy. Also for bottle no, and not tentino. Ya was suffer for bottle no, and not tentino. Oh say, cocoa bottle no, there are no one. There is a suffer for no. And there be a really no. Also to restaurant say grow. All the sanity no afraid police or ya hardened criminal. See brofono. He's wanted dead or alive. But we want him alive because we want him to die in jail. The identity, family name, Ofori Atta. Forename, Kenneth Nanayao. Gender, he's male. Date of birth, 1959. And place of birth, Accra, Ghana. Nationality, Ghanaian. Distinguishing marks and characters not applicable. Dangerous human being only distinguishing marks and characters or a sneaky. Anything which are not applicable. That means otwi danen ho wo. Abrafutro distinguishing marks and characters meaning say bibi won ho a obetumi aka say we no onye or you dangerous or to say wo or to say kotre wan saa nipa saa no or a chameleon into oni bibia ya tro NA not applicable. That means or to say terminator otumi dane na de no ahera otumi dane kotre into so de botto no kura butu no so a so ne dia Ofori Atta or you dangerous not applicable. Say they not applicable show DHia na only abosuma kotre pe or a slimy slicky dangerous character. Make sure you call the police. If you can arrest him, arrest him. We need him dead or alive. This man is on the Interpol red list, a very dangerous, hardened criminal. Do not forget. My name is Kevin Kobe Taylor. We are even telling the doctors who will be operating on him that you, the doctor, you have to be careful because when we come and this guy is laying on any table in your hospital or bed and you are operating, you're chini a better welcome. Me see if you are a nurse at Mayo Clinic and you know about Ofori Atta, whether it is true or not, the day they pull the knife to cut him, when they are cutting, grab him. Can no more fancy can in Chadishua, Omuchashua, no afraid 911. For phone the show ha. Number one, they saw the name, no friend 911. Naka said, Machino. Ain't he? They now all your surgery, no. Oh, saw the name, you boom. Now the phone, Nashaha. No, afraid, didn't come friend 911, or the Shaha. I just out to me, Casa. No, saw the name. The me and the nine, never I had in Yanguma, and I say, a Baranzu, Fachit the nine, who are not friend 911. This guy is a hardened criminal. Where they are, Yabachero.
All the members of NPP, all the elders of NPP, they should come and see us before at Wager. Yes. So we are ready to die for the party. Live. Live. Coming back 2016. Live.
Boys, where are these boys? Party about power. We're Sana NPP for you soon call for. Some Jimmy. And then where are they? Where are these fools? This is what the MPP is good at. They always come in and they kill. They always come in, they slaughter young people. They always come in, they dupe Ghanaians. They always come in, na Bible show me chinomo what's the kind. Into mo petumi mo de yedeng. Ana me butam say, ana mo petumi na ana mo de yedeng. Ana to me no mo ntumi nche de mo pese mo de tumi ne ye. Ya mamu to me 8 years ya. 8 years ya mamu to me ne atia na ye hwe mo. Kwasi afo mo ye kenke party, mo ye wache party, mo ye levy party. Mo tena kroma di nkwasi asem 8 years ne ye hwe mo. E de na ye kan ye. Mo tena kroma boni patu, mo petumi mo de ye den. And they all say nkofo etimi tena TV so ekasa so mo tumi en confirm say mama MPP mbra power. They cannot make that statement. Etimi free mo no mumba. Why not be na no Ghana ka say mama MPP made Ghana so e kire MPP for nkwasiafo we na tumi kasa asem no. When independent minded human being or Ghana was sorry abegina TV so na radio so ka say you know something please give the NPP another chance. When obi onim nyansa o Ghana waka bi da. From the time I move free power Have you people heard any intelligent Ghanaian will make a statement to say, oh, Mama NPP another chance? Ghana answer. The only people who are saying NPP needs power are the same people who foolishly 8 years must say chrono. 8 years, Modi Galam say chrono. 8 years, Modi chrono, family and friends, nepotism. 8 years, Modi disrespecting. Mutumika him for someone solid to say Nkwara. 8 years, Mutumika una memu, insert me for the Panam Kwasiafo. Makachiro say, Yent, I want to phone to my Muntin Kamoma. Ah, now would you see a refiana? In Kwasiafo, 8 years, ye would have made a chroma. Enti mo petu mi ne mo de yeden yet ya na motama kwa we bre say or a lawyer or your president near to kroma mo sam kwasiafo we ya MPP for na yet Ghana we were here ena mo ka che say we or a lawyer onim nyansa yentam Ghana ma no ena mo tena TV so opanyina je kum ne set mo bu nkwasiabe an nipa de o etia nche na adwene yetia ena ye say okay o etia e wo so etia bom e bia na adwene nyetia enti ye de ne ba kwasiafo mo kotam akora we career day ena mo say kufuwa de lawyer ebe sinne. Nobody in the NPP onim nyansa has been able to provide a certificate of a kufuwa to say or a legitimate lawyer in kwasiafo masa ba say yemfa de ba omian be di president na ena mo just say refiana. You are very despicable, dirty, filthy people. Ena mo mbu the intelligence of Ghanaians kakra. Ena mo just say 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months Ghana for bu ofi bibia inti ye refi ni enwu dia mu ye yentie na mokofa mikimil ba jubi Flagstaff House kwasi ampanyi be gina ho because president ne ba no ono wanum wi ama na adwene ase no na the seat of government yentie na mo betwa music video be ka the F word wom ni enti krom ha yenti krom na mo enkwasi ade amu ye ne mo netia yenti krom ha inti yenya dai yentam to minian sanfa mamo mo bodam ayana bibi yamutirim munim nyansa. Some more respect Ghanaians, you will not even mount any stage or you not even make comment about Ghana politics and governance in the whole. You told us, yen money to me, oh etia dia na adwene nyetia. Mokofa kwasi ampenyi we ba betina Ghana so. Rebecca Kufuor ne mba ebie company. And on ne mma ebie company ewie sika free yo ho. Owie no ne Samira Baomia ekoji illegal salary. Yeti krom ha, ye refi. Yanti kroma na gabi ochida ko ne esankoma ejapade omukoji sika over $2 million as their consultant. Yanti kroma yanti na mokofa ejapade ba say Ghana egudie wa asase su nyina mo de koma abrofo ton ma mo ho UK na mo gisi refi ana enti refi we nyina na enya dan yema mo tumi kwasiafo yanti kroma na mo ka kire say COVID-19 Russia Ukraine war enti sika wa Ghana nyina asa yanti kroma yanti kroma na mo fa dollar free 3.8 and call 17 in kwasiafo na yenti krom ha. Somebody should come out and challenge me that whatever I am saying is a lie. Yenti krom na muka so be 88 hospitals. Moba na mo say agenda 111 move free power 8 years. Na mo see one agenda 111 hospital in kwasiafo. Mu refi. Mu just here refi. Inti anya den yema mu tumi na mo fanya den. Yeti krom ha. And I'm say one district one factory and district bia benya factory. Inti yen nyina yendi mochi Baomia Ekufuado eye Gabi Ochredakon eye Oseche Mensa Bonsu eye de Kennedy Japan eye Bride Chapo Inkwasiafo Sala be saye yenti krom ha one district one factory and the factory ben and eye government there under one district one constituency 1 million. Where is the 1 million per constituency? 8 years na na muju say ye Jimmy ana no makofa career day dwarf we be kire say we de onimnyansa yeti krom ha na mukase mo bie napco. And Minoka say, one year plan or Ghana say, or you on Napco. Kwasiafo. You are foolish people. You think say you refi idea easily. Come and tell me what I'm saying is a lie. Napco ni ba kumpoeng. Muhu fin motete Ghana. Monumu kankante aburochire. Moju say yina ye Jimmy. Moju say omani echichire no. Ye the tribe na echichire. We are asking serious questions. Yanti kromha 52 billion. Ghana cedis, 52 billion cedis. Bank of Ghana, revenue, taxes, fought through the Ghana Commercial Bank, 52 billion. Kwasi avote is what Ghana say, Yamamu to me, what to me yedeng. We are asking you people, what are you using the power for? Ye Jimmy, ye nimi answer. Yatihana mo hijack court. Yatikrona makache say Ghana for. Yekuta passport, yekuta birth certificate cry. We are not Ghanaians. In Kwasiafo Tisemo, that is what you told us. You told us to say you could a Ghana passport, you could a birth certificate. It does not even qualify us from being Ghanaians. In Kwasia 47 amona nanom kwatena bruchie twitwa brofo toilets. Amko yan Kwasia djuma sa ba komambo am yan chire Ghana. Mo ka kire say we were not Ghanaians. You people think we have forgotten all these things? You people think say yan Kwasia fo. Inti where you refi inti anya dan. Inti anya dan. Yen sorry nya den yema MPP mbra power na mombe ye den one constituency one dam ba kubo Ghana yatia I even forgot yatia obi ko gina epo ado se obi epo kwasiafo are we not you know the same people na ne omote wo Ghana yentie na Professor Frimpong Boatin e the report be kire say eye galamsey omomugu eye Flagstaff House Lord Komi kojo ponkroma chairman wuntumi Kate Jemfu, a national women's organizer. Yababo Gabi Ochirakumo, Ediwa report him say, Monchi Omo ya Galamsey, Kwasia for Dena Muye, Dena Mokatre. Anti, ye remfi wenina. Nianya den. Na, iti bebetina me say MPP mbra power. Ana mobu bodam. Ayana muni munyansa. Debia me catch say, Ayana mujin say ye refi, ye be kai Ghana for every day. Yenyan dru hompo. We will remind the people the pain and what they share makumem. You people went to see one regional hospital for 8 years. Mubo Besiache a baby Ghana for 8 solid years. You people could not build one regional hospital. Yet Tiana Motam $58 to $60 million with a Kotu Amenase Cathedral. Kwasia 4 Mutu Amena. Do you know what $60 million can do? Do you fools, MPP pigs? Do you know what $60 million? There is a reason why we insult people like you. $60 million etu amena da ho. Inyan inti anya den. Yenja de ne anya muden. Ne yama mutumi. Tumi amode ya den. Mode ba be chichire den. These are the things we will remind you people every single day about. These are things that we will never forget. These are things that every day we will remind you and let Ghanaians know the kind of piglets you people are. Moji say refi it in kamobana mbetieti ma na 2 days ya no yes MPP mo bodam ye bedi matama church mase ama Ghana for nyina hu the way and how we have to treat you people. We are not done yet krom ha and Alesta Matthias Al Jazeera for your documentary e ka kire say Nanado Danko Ekufuado he is involved in gold smuggling. Alesta Matthias, Yatiane Kufuado Kwasiampe you catch say or tro letter akosu Al Jazeera. Yatiha. Ekufuado ko court no. Nanado Danko Ekufuado did he go to court? Didn't to Kroma. Alesta Matthias, Gold Mafia, Al Jazeera for a documentary on the president of the state. Nane Kufuado and into you people have no moral right to even discuss Ghana politics. Nane Kufuado wanko court no. I don't know wanko court no. Al Jazeera for a retract now. Why didn't he go to court? He didn't go to court because you people think say you're refi. You people are born ingrate, dirty criminals. You are filthy criminals, ingrate. Mumbu Ghana for. Into Mujin say 2 days near refi. Now Makoka assembly into your refi problems. Your refi you or yawa mode Ghana for femu. Oyama mode mahama a Ghana for femu. Ana muju say Andre chia refi. Ana muju say Andre ye kai inti mosi anyamo den. Anytime mutum betena social media muntumi biema non ka say Ghana for ntuma MPP because Ghana for nyen kwasiafo. Still I know you're on kwasiafo or Ghana, but Ghana for in general they are not stupid. And we are going to take our time and remind Ghanaians as we move along. Every single step we take as a nation, we will remind you Ghana for. We let Ghanaians know the kind of people you are. Every for, a sansa for. Anka yame ni anya dia, anka kwa we vice president. Yame ni anya di ukrum ha. Anka kwa we komedi vice president. Yame ni anya din as a nation. Say yama ya adwene amba fie. Na say yanka ye hoambom and take decisions and adwene anka kwasi yampe you will be the vice president. How? Why should this happen? In summer and the year one Ghana, the Edian exposes the things we are discovering. Edubuahin, any air sky train, any the eba, in Tinkabayan Sanka Sanyuma when I was going to go on. Sankabayan San. Nyoma and the year discover krono ya boye sika ye wia any Bank of Ghana krono mo boye under MPP senka ya nto abentia MPP and we wouldn't have been able to discover any of these things. It is obi betina TV so say mekasama MPP oya boa. Because on what basis are you speaking for the NPP? On what grounds are you speaking for the NPP? Into then I'll say yeah yes and come to me the same people are now. She will lift and take and hand over power to the same people who did these things to us. It's in Kebetna, near Catch Ghana for saying, Mamon Toma Joma Hamabio, Mamon Toma NDC, near from power Mahuanamo, Yame Yanka Clown way, Jimmy Way, and Kobedi Vice President. This is what I mean by we are not going anywhere. This is what I mean, but we are going to be here for 42 years and make sure we keep you out of power. Yet Ghana and a mobile power, Mokotamo 2 4 say to 2. Motam to say Chale Wote, Motamo 2 for Chale, and I'm the call Buankra. Ebe Sinde, want to block back what Buankra. There be a most of them would Asantifo dim kwasiasem, and Asantifo na made to me, and a party did yes, and Asantifo, Muchicha Asantifo say more, because much steady Asantifo will say, Omu be a Jimmy. By any in Jimmy. And some tell us, and yes, Santifo quite to my MPP about power, a Ghana for or 2 4 crore 2 4, Mubunimitia Tamnet say, SC comes say Charlie, and then call Buankra. Say, Moko just saw the Buankra inland port in a way, more. And think I'm about Naha. Mema me refi we nyina na menya den na menka se MPP Bawumia Kennedy Japan wan Brian Champon na mombe ye den yanya sa mistake ni bi mu senka ya ansesa aba ansesa yensa anka Ofori Atta da ho ya finance minister anka he will still be in Ghana, he will still be in the Flagstaff house pulling strings. Do you know that? Anamurefi senka ya ansesa bemu Sanka yampam nkofo we anka Ofori Atta da ho te Ghana as a minister. Do you know the danger that we have been able to prevent? Yet Jimmy Kurado, we should not allow that danger close to us again. We need to do everything possible to stop that danger. Nyoma ebe sisi amunyante ye no. Se motimu ba kwa MPP for mu mo onka mo be hye omo. These are dangerous demons. These are devilish people. These are people who don't care about Ghanaians. Ofori Atta senka power ansesa de ekosu nyina nanka munnim ba kumpo anka oda ho te Ghana eda ho ye minister of state. Mahmoud Bawumia beka che se Paulugu Dam almost spending over $15 million. Paulugu Dam no way. Onji sika nkonko ye de dam wo di krom ema ni krom fo sremfo. Mahmoud Bawumia Paulugu Dam no, where is the dam? And all these things I'm saying, ultimately one MPP communicator to come and say I am lying. These are facts. Over $11 million. Bawumia Jesus can so quiet dam no way. One district, one dam, Srim, one dam. And then Kwasiafo Abedina say we should look at the NPP. Look at the NPP for DN. Huh? Ibusamo internally the Busam say, Mo pese ya de yenya den, yama 2 mi na mo fanya den. Who is intelligent in the NPP? More hono nipa fufuro bi na eba na. Are you people bringing some new crop of people or the same people we know? Yeah, pese more some new group of people be amodeba, and I say the same people we know, because if the same people we know, the things I am listing today are what are the things they did. Now, moment kwedi na mjija bibi munchira mo. Dede ankofo ye no Ghana MPP 48 eye dede. Yeah. And I'm going say inflation in less than 6 months. John Mahama be president for 5 months. May 2025 inflation drops to 18.4 from 21.2 in April. Ababedru 18.4, lowest rate since March 2022. Since 2022, Bawumia also a economic waste kid. Bodam Nibianam Ghana also an economist. And the Bodam Nibianam Ghana also a professor. Bodam Nibianam Ghana also a politician. Bawumia or economist. In 2022, and Mahamudu Bawumia Tina Ghana went to move inflation number below a year 20. Mahamudu Bawumia MPP for now move inflation to 57. Yaka inflation send your nyoma boarding. And the John Mahama be president 5 months. We move from 57 at the Ababedru 18.4. 18.4. Just a nyoma boa edin a tiaba form. And it is going to show. It is showing. This is what we call governance. This is what we call governance. Governance that comes with results. And that is what we believe in. That is what we want to protect. But when we are seeing economics, we are saying, "Can Japan put on school papa bia?" Why be? Why the name answer when people will to my side way? None of these guys, none of these fools, economic management team, FX committee, still the dollar was at 17. Fuel, move free power, now and the top petrol close to 16. Why should we today be sitting here and entertaining the MPP? Why should we be sitting here and entertaining a party that is like Pinocchio? Every single statement they make, these are criminals. This is the NDC, and this is what we voted for. What do you say, for? You think say we Ghanaians are stupid? What do you say, Nimnyansa? What do you say we don't look at other countries how they are developing? You think the Ghana of where Jimmy say every day they will sit in jandam, propaganda, tribalism. Ghanaians are beyond. We are above jandam. We are above tribalism. We are above tribal politics. Ghanaians are looking for results, and that is what the NDC is giving the people. It is not about how you feel. How you feel about me is your problem. You don't like me because I don't speak good about your party. It is because you don't have any facts to do what? To tell the people that what I'm saying is a lie. Ever since there, none of the piglets have been able to bring one document to challenge anything I put on air. Why? It is because omo party no yemfa no kure entina party ni mu. The President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama Kasa, Osi Oral uncovers 33 corruption cases against past appointees. 33 cases, President Akasa Osi, they are ready for prosecution. 33 cases, Mr. President of the Republic, President Mahama Eba Power, or any campaign, or opposition, Osi, or better be a friend oral. Omo no mba hwehwehwe nyomem no mu se kronu bia ba ombefo de nyoma de ama the Attorney General and Yoko for them to officially take over and investigate say sebio ade no mo kan no kure wom. And the president didn't say eye MPP aban omo mo bebu ye fa so wi ayesika no omo nya cases 33, and those 33 cases are ready for the Attorney General to prosecute. Kwasi e bi ntina nka say we de ye ba power na we ba power da ben. And they are going to prosecute all these people. They are going to make sure all these people go to jail. They are going to make sure that party no boni amudi no these people na asiedi ketia can't say me. People are hiding behind party to say yabo krono ajaye. It does not work like that again. Time at times we need power. Ofori Atta ekofa Obotan deal ba ya obebu senate for efaso. JJ Rollins catch at times say onchi Ofori Atta ntum. I have done that story here. Forensic audit was done on Obotan deal now. Can Ofori Atta earlier a snit stole over 500 million, almost 5 billion in 2009. Can Ofori Atta area saskano? And JJ Rollins catch at Tamil say Shesakwanishem. Forensic audit came out to say Ken Ofori Atta has defrauded Ghanaians. Snit na a pension for sika. Ken Ofori Atta a kreti a ghost company and on it snit for Ekoye club a partnership and Rias Kanina and a Kwasi Penywe at Tamils a father for all Uja Ofori Atta Manikosha Bruchri. And ye tikrom ha and Ofori Atta ko and ko dane no ho and ko white shirt and sabaye or buy no and a ye jiminti and people Kwasi afo say ye jiminti almost share white shirt and sabaye and obe finish ye totally. And John Mahama ba na say Muamodi Boneno, we are actually going after you. I will say, this is witch hunting. What Boadu? What person fighting witch hunting? I go to court. You want to hide behind party and protect criminals? That is not going to happen in Ghana. Into the be sorry, yes, about power. You better say it. You think that is a deterrent? Send a government, any abiding to me the omoye. One I must say John Mahama to me take action. You will see your smoothness level. 33 cases are ready for prosecution, and people are going to rot and die in jail. Majority of you, the NPP appointees, but it is coming. You people are criminals. Say what the NPP doesn't like, and they say, "Oh, free say free or more." They are working in Kwasiasem. That is the mentality of the NPP. And typical Asantini Kakra or NPP, that is Adwene Danitrim. Say yani dia also be atiasie. Na say other view dia nobody should understand. And they all tataye. Me John Magana for whom I was said John Mahama NDC for 33 cases way. They need to prosecute every single one of them. So 4 years John Mahama to me and prosecuting you now. You better demonstration by John Mahama sat so every year in 8 years. Yes. We got what bottom. Me say 33 cases way. We will make sure every single one of them is prosecuted or it's dealt with. So John Mahama and we 33 way in 4 years. You better you krum. You better demonstration. You better force Ghana for and democratically. You are force John Mahama manatna so and you finish case no. There was one tears no on come here. I know you say a chrono a nipa bi dia. Mobo chrono and no politics echi. Oh, me dem MPP ni na obi to meet na TV say adana e yoku e question chairman won to me. Na chairman won to me aboa we o chen hwan. Chairman won to
me aban ni di kra me mani beje ho.
Na otumi share obi o say adentina aban e question chairman won to me. Adentina aban e question MPP for inti yenti bi da inti enya den inti enyina yenkowu mo bodam. Ofori Atta Kronfowi, Ofori Atta, I did his scandal. At a mills, the mamu in Kwasiafo Mudane. But at this point, you know, Yamo bien Janibium, every single person, yet Yana Ofori Atta for snit for Sika Janie. But the document was snit. When you read, go, Manko baby, you can just use a AI and Google about Obotan scandal, the Obotan. A review into Yere Fini and Jaiwi. The Obotan scandal involves allegation of financial misconduct related to a 2.2 million investment. This is 2001, 1990s. We are talking about $2.24 million. Obotan Ofori Atta create. Me the forensic audit ne chremo. Me fan chremo da. Who read here or say investment by Ghana's Social Security and National Insurance Trust in a housing project proposed by Ofori Atta's company, Data Bank Financial Services. Ofori Atta the Data Bank, omu kreti ejuma, and omu shishama snit. Ofori Atta ewiwe, and the Motigana catcher say, Mama yan come wasem, kwasiafo. I will say the government needs to go after every single one of you. Now, when you read the document, this is what it says. The project, known as Obotan Garden of Eden, was planned in the late 90s but never materialized, raising concerns about the handling of workers' pension funds. Ofori Atta Data Bank in the 90s, kreti ejuma ebi and the swasnet na a pension for Ghana. Ko pension sika. 2.2 million dollars. $2.24 million. And on the data bank, it's ejuma na snet. And I can Ofori Atta way a booyah fast. So that time, a forensic audit was put together. Go and Google and check it. And I can Ofori Atta BMA Saba BM. Now, Wabebo Chrononia Penachina, Kwasiebisa Adena Wotata Ofori Atta or Yare. Now, when you read the document, let me read the next document in show. Me what document in Ankasa, and every time Debbie Amika, I will never sit here and do MMO or Boadam. Made the document in a bit show. Now, a forensic report accused, a forensic report. I didn't make it up. There was a forensic report put together. There was a forensic report put together. And what did the forensic report say? And this is Ofori Atta. This is some of the dubious things he did. A forensic report accused Data Bank, Awona Law Consultancy, and Enterprise Insurance Company Limited, or the Data Bank, Enterprise Insurance, and there was one company called Awona Law Consultancy, Sanko Fomiensawi. They duped Ghana $2.24 million in the 90s. Do you know Sikana Yakan Wasadu Unim and Wasama? Unimeskaketwa. Unis. This is what Ofori Atta uses, Enterprise Insurance. The same Enterprise Insurance came back with Ejapadie, with PDS. We have PDS, Enterprise Insurance, and they insurance. We have PDS. Ofori Atta was in PDS. Now it's Ghana near Kasa, Kwasiafo Mayan Kasa, Mopet to me. What did to me yet? Now, when you go for it, the report recommended criminal prosecution for key individuals, including Ofori Atta, but legal proceedings stalled over the years. The scandal resurfaced in political discussions, with critics pointing to alleged nepotism and financial mismanagement. This is Ofori Atta's terminal report. He was supposed to be prosecuted. Atamil Zinya Paul Atamil Jano. Then the Mahama Aba, then Mahama is making sure the right thing is done. Munkwasi afoti to Ghana said ye obi politics, obi tata, obi mo Jimmy Young, mo MPP for. Ayana munim nyansa. Enti na bia me ka kire mo, me say what you are seeing today, munya hu hwe, you are going to see more. You are going to see a lot. You don't even know what is coming. Enti na me busa mo say enti Ghana for nye den. What do you want Ghanaians to do? First, na Ghana for any how to search for information. First, na hijack Ghana media because what Ghana ho na mo be nkwasia radio and na mo de data Ghana for into Ghana for do no. What you people want is what Ghanaians believe. For a very long time, about 30 years, na Ghana for any story. Ye nim no kure because mo ebie account for radio na mo de twa Ghana for tro. So when we came in, you want to do everything possible to stop us. No, we are not going anywhere. Ye jinem. If you say anya sa enkwasi afo bi te say mo MPP mu no mo be say kuro no. Anything me I am here. Anything you see my team they are still here. Anything we are still doing what we are doing. Obi beka say Kevin Taylor why you juma NDC about power Mahama about power sit back. I'm not going to sit back. I am going to still make sure say maybe mo nkwasi ade so akai Ghana for every day. Make kai Ghana for akopim some party ebegu near the beti KVIP na me jai. Me good party no, but I just want to make sure that party never exists on this planet. Me good no. And you see, I am not done with the NPP. They be ameka chemo. Me nya ba yira aberwa dwe me nya easy sao. We ye before now here NPP. Momo bodam. Now see this. And the Amenoka say in 5 months. In just 5 months, NDC bar power. In just 5 months, NDC bar power. Government clears all Senate arrears. Menoka say John Mahama bang through the finance minister. A kabia na a das net ho. Na ye breno. Sa e kano and the abanwe etuani nyina. Kwasi afo. Me betena me say MPP. MPP me den. Ya ti krom ha nanka ye tam Senate hotels ni nyina de ama brand champion. Ne ti krom ha. And nanka ye tam Senate hotels nyina. Ye refuse anyoma no. We will remind Ghanaians every single day. Election 2024. Na ka be 1 to 2 months me yakoto aba. Ka brand champion to Senate hotels nyina. And come di koti kwan so Senate a pension sika ye dey see hotels no na nka brand champion ne MPP for ton hotel na ma omo ho. And them no ka say ye nyina sorry ka say ye kasa tie ya and the hotel ne da ho ye Ghana de no e ka no mo se da ho no aban bi aba e ma 5 months pe we tua ka ne nyina o ka cha me say men kan kire Ghana for say aban ne nye na memfa hwan mo mbra e yie party insambode for party we ya omo need direction. Party a tribe, party a ahinie nkwa no modwene ho, party a enyansafo nima omobadwene Ghana ho. This is a government that is ready and willing to help the people. So why should I sit here and pretend to say the ekoso no minim de ye? I know what is good. I have looked at the NPP and you see the good thing about Ghana politics in Ghana say as we speak NDC for the Ghana so from the Fourth Republic from 1992 I started to about Ghana 16 years. MPP for the Ghana so 16 years into now. So we can weigh the options, and we know that the NDC is better. And until date, the NPP cannot even boast of one regional hospital. Today, the NPP cannot even boast of one senior high schooler. Papa or Mankazaka say we built from scratch. And until today, the NPP cannot boast of adding anything to our energy sector. The NPP after ruling for 16 years, and the NDC ruling for 16 years, we all see the results now. And the question about say and the NDC this is 16 years and the yatihano time a coup elba so Ghana MPP focus on my Ghana a chain coup bia but almost started Ghana history and in 1979 kwasi 4 we will go back a free famo coup on beye san kwasi 4 who fee coup on beye na emfaso bi amba so no e champion mu coup no sa coup na ba before JJ Rawlings no e ya mo MPP for na mo instigate sa coup no. Time na JB Dankwa snitchma America for time na oye informant time call US embassy say yentua ne ka na omo de ne ka nkwase afo asefo. You are traitors, treasonous traitors. You people are selfish people. JB Dankwa na modem bomb ho Sabrahene say your party nie and a JB Dankwa bondombono. JB Dankwa went to the US embassy in Ghana asking for his salary. Obia Oya presidential candidate for NPP. Mo ye nyana. Mo are you people not shy? Mo ferry say and mo ye politics. Mo ni ye kasa say ye nto abama mo. Mo JB Dankwa na mo sorry na mo keka no ho nsem no. JB Dankwa no on this any group akromfo na omko tena Togo na omko church articles ede dada brofo say eye de Kwame Nkrumah yese no JB Dankwa afrifie ebo ne to powder ewura US embassy so obeji ni pay kwasi ato no ye dwuma ma hwan mu JB Dankwa na hwan na oye dwuma ma na okoji pay unye dwuma okoji pay unless you are working for Broni, unless you are working against Wukro, unless you have decided to destroy one kasa woman. Until you tell me today to sit here and ignore this history and say what I MPP na MPP be yeden. Yantia ne Kufuado ekotena bruchire esrechi on Burkina Faso. Ne enti groma. Nanado Dankwa Kufuado efu plane eba America ebe tena ha ebe kan ebe di konkonsetia Burkina Faso. We mu ye nipa. Sankofo we how can there be people we can trust as a nation? Nana Kufuado for plane by US Washington. Everything Brody and catch and say, I move to media and the Burkina Faso, Moya Munko finish your mo. If you say Burkina Faso, how can a president do that? And this is the NPP. And the Mokache say, Yame Refi Bibiani and Tam to me, Mamo, mo bodam. And think Kamoya Sano, na ye jai de ye, near Tam Ghana Shemusim. Mumusa JB Dankwa say, Oko US Embassy, salary na no Kokojine, Juma Ben or ya no Kodia Kutia. Snitches. Mo ya snitches. Moko prison ko say abroche prison mo danke kumu nyina to atwene. MPP, a party full of snitches, traitors, and yentam to me mamo. This is the new Ghana. This is a new generation. We understand things differently. We research, we look for answers, we ask questions. Ye busan sem, ye nye jimifo, ye nye tebofo. Yenya sankofo na ye nyini wofia no because I na wetwa mechi ni agye di no yenya sankwara ne bio yenya sankwara ne bio yenya sankofo na omo sori ye no we say ni ebu we odwom ene ebu me nana yenya say jimifo ma ne bi ye babusa say ye nana na ebu no mbre bi no sa ye nana de nana oye na nsemi hu video bi otumfo ene kofo na omo di nkomo se ne omo nananom bi asantifo ni bi na omo ye kalabule ebo kro no wasantimemu ani etwa omochi aya mumusa mo nana no mo kan okora ne nkyere mo no okora na otumfo ne kofo e ka no na de omo kana se kyere se na mo nana no mo ti asantememu no na omo ya akromfo ye kalabulefo na obrana na omo bɔ no na obra no tan na omo bu nkofo fa so omo ye kalabulefo enti se obi ba asantememu se sojani na se otwa obi achi because of kalabula otumfo kora nim say that was the right thing aya mo kan okora ne nkyere mo so mo ho no kura mon kantina sebi omudo do no maya embonsama mugu Ghana so amu sai kuro no yanti kuro ma ana yati a omunyina mo ka kire se ai ene na anya hwe ene ma me anya hwe ende otumfo ene kofo ka kire mo ye ma me no ye papa no ma ye twa wo chi okumase because of kalabule e dey corruption bibia ketahye bibia sentumem ye bibia sentumem oba santimem bibia sentumem chese wo ka asem kura wo se uyi abemuade bibia sentumem na yete moto ne ye ka no kura kira na bubuofu adan na ubesi entoma wa abontene na kam kosi maame ahem motete Ghana mon ka no kura ende otumfo ne kofo na ye ka mo no kura kire mo o se ai ye twa ye maame ne ye nanam achi no na because of kalabule Adenti otumfo anka say because na omote asori dem ya asori because na omo bra mo ho ase because na omo nya hwe o say because of kalabule clever bully any friend kalabule so won ti kalabule na sia asexure say you are a clever bully obi o ye clever bully or a criminal obebu nyansa kwan so akoto ade 1 city or say 5 cities not their show kon sani pasa no o dangerous any friend no kalabule clever bully. So mo na nanom no nom ye clever bullies. Omo ye kalabule fo, omo bu nkofo. Omo kanu kure. Omo peketa hye. Omo da nkofo. Eni tira kofo na etufo ka kire ye. Sa won tia metuma bo video na kire wo. Odwa. Obufu kwa wo. Obufu kwa. Woni mamamere ni mamamere. So when mama mra, yedi mama mra, o maame etufoɔ, yeso maame etuyefo. Entiende, the confirmation has been made. Otumfoɔ said to ne kofo hia ama Ghana fo ate say na omo nananom ya asantefo no bi, no mo ye kalabulefoɔ, they were clever bullies. Me na me kai. Mr. P, Mr. S. Me na me kai. Mi dwudwam na mo buofu, na mo time, na mo pema asem, na mo keka me ho nsem, ba me dwudwam. Me dwudwam efri say, in dwudwam aye dwudwam nti ene de etia. In dwudwam aye dwudwam nti ene Akufo-Addo be di president. In dwudwam aye dwudwam nti ene ka say de Baomi aye economist. In dwudwam aye dwudwam nti na de Kennedy person di president of Ghana. Yen dwudwam nti na Brande Champon a odi nipa nim ko botuo e wo Ayawaso West Wagon. E be so ka kire say obeso be di president. Yen dwudwam an kire Ghana fo. You people are clever bullies. You are exploiters. Tetena anka monanka sebio say ye chimwa ye de mukogu park so na ye tweja to mumu. Every say mukutia nipa impuntio mumubi. Anything na Otumfoɔ de kofo ka. O se ye nananom ye kai mre bi a na ye twa omachi every say na kalabule na doso. That time no na ya na nananom nom ti Kumase ton yoma. Enye nananom ya de bia ye ka se omo de omo na omo de yanim ye nananom omo ti Kumase omo bia store wasafo omo bia store bantama enye omo na ye ka omasem na hwan na me nana me se me nya asantini asante kasa na metina wasantime mu enche se me asantini but me hu me se me asante every say me nyini wasantime mu me yam fantini mapa na me say anwonani mapa. But it does not mean say I need to neglect or tell people I am not me nyini wasantime man. I'm proud of it. Kasa na metini tiram to me kama na kama no sanka mentia santi anka beka se we de dog no nte kasa ba metuma dwudwom akyerɛw ɛna ya wo ya no every say I was see nyina ya dwudwom intenda Otumfoɔ say tutu one kofoɔ ya papa kofoɔ akyerɛm ye nananom omo ye clever bullies enu tina na ye twa omachi enya me na me kan ye udwa kwa masa. Mr. P, do you have the video for me? Thank you very much. Let me share the video with them. But the Ghana, you can't correct them with yensi entuma fun ewa abontene. Na when I'm missing the draws so bedwo mawo. Ma me nkyerɛ video no. Nananom na ema history no. Me meto no. Me nkyerɛ history. Until nananom aka history. Na ya fa bi ato ekotodwam. Na ya nananom so nyini ane aka kyerɛ mo. We kotoko hene Otumfoɔ nana piao. Piu nana medol. Oda makoma so. We o hene bia medol. Oni je Akufo ya papa Akufo eno mo hia eno mo se he mo gyina ha mo maame mo nananom Kumase na omo wiansa omo kofa nsa be hye mpaase rade da go bo ubedi mi matem me kire de nananom aka ye de we beto ho in 20 years ni abo akire wo nananom say ye nana ye nananom ka kire say sana asantefo nananom omo ya kromfo omo wiansa hye mpaase omu wian sa hye paase ena soja fo ba na wo say biem palase kalabule ni mo nananom asam ne ye ka kire mo no mo nanam history ye de mamo abontene no kotoko hene Otumfoɔ se tutu na dog piao one na ye kire mo ase ntoto na odi matama ye kire wase se wo nananom no mo ya kromfo no mo wian sa hye paase udwame na wadwame genti na wadwa udwa kwa because udwa still yoko be de dwuma ade am de pe Otumfoɔ asam no Otumfoɔ obosom kese onkan ontwantro Otumfoɔ onim sa akodwa na oteso no ebosom enti Otumfoɔ entro ompe he papa Akufo so de wa onim I Ghana at 50 oni de 50-50 enti Otumfoɔ de ade a ompe ne atro onkodi atro makonwa ntan no ama konwa bumfu no osa konwa oteso ye nananom ene Nyankopɔn de natena so enti ompentro enti ene waka kira santefoɔ jejira mudi na tane munja na muna nanom no mo yakromfo omo wian sa hye mpaase history we de nya history we de sa asante yo man ni nyina no sa na asante wian sa ojina de bitiati ojina mo ka se ga bitela papa lu case mi amo mo ba de first be do asante fo na say asante o man nya na say from per Otumfoɔ ene ya papa Akufo history no na say asante wiansa asempa nie Otumfoɔ ka no kure nana me do piao nana piao nana piao me do Diego for the 50-50 I woman na any channel na cheni na ba be top papa e woman na chenya koto e bita e Kwame Nkrumah nje sia ne de asamasa why better so be one because na JJ say and na JJ otu for kura kasa no so soldier for no mo ba ya na JJ 1979 wan kasa JJ o si soldier for no dey call barracks menya sure say Kumasi barracks na JJ runs it wo inti asem na yake gina soldier for no wo Kumasi and na Asante for ye na nanom ewiansa nyoma bebrebo wo wiase mu wiansa ye wiansa shem passe emi amo de bia me board history we ehia pa mo me ndwom obubu ofu me kebe boy we me kebe ori otu fu atem ehin na me di otu fu atem asem we mu ehin fan na me di otu fu atem ehin fan na me di otu fu aka no kura na me bosso japa me bosso ejapa na ma japa pai mo na mo ka bo nse bi de me ntiase na ma me ndwom bebre ho ye bedwudwa ni nyina mu story history does rough. Now there's a story I want us to talk about, and it's got to do with a year Ken Ofori Atta. And my main story way. This young man, Nidin Ede Daniel Ansa, a man for friend Abeku, or a criminal. And maybe can ask them what catch a Ghana for say. You see, maybe sometimes, Jandam. The Bemkajo say, answer be Casano. See any pano, the history, answer with Tiene Casa. And intina bomfa koteketwa, is here old to Minda. Or Horon and Sadabidabi, Udon Sab Bomujum, Bible is say. So would di atra 3 things, Ube Bodam, Ube Buafo, and answer the Ubeding, Ubu. Sign your mammy and son, you cannot bypass it, so would di atra. Boy, we are friend of Beku. Or a galamsey or a criminal, and I'm telling the IGP. Sure. So we call Asaman Tamfo a Krobia or Eastern region. But who's on social media? I got yes kama kotiketwa. Ofan ko yen ko surgery. I got yes kama kotiketwa beka said ye. Me say sikana the man man bin kan ofan ko surgery na be man yetintin. Ma me djom. Boy we onye NDC ni bia obibia oye wi oye criminal oye galamsey or saying sase ewo eye Asaman Tamfo. It's a town in the eastern region. And you see, boy way, this is how the story started. The current DC, you know, what happened and it's in 2023. Now probably a customer and I will say a bonfa kwatiketwa. And a bonfa kwatiketwa dem brebo so akopra so akwachi Chinese for. Odo yes so ombra court mayor witness ebe sin the wanko. Kwasia we akwaji sika tifie. Mumusan say then okwachi Chinese for say or ye galamsey wakwachi Chinese for. I didn't afraid the court 11 times. Circuit court takrade 11 times. I didn't know wanko court wo. Onko witness kekeni anti Chinese for ngu wanko. Bonfa kwatiketwa kwasia kromfo onka no grow we jandam ni we ni hu fi we. Ono kakre bi na okeka nkwase asem mame dwudwam wey your friend Abeku ni dian kasa de Daniel Ansa oba eye den Asaman Tamfo ya wey oye galamsey chen obia mame nkire wade de esi wo ho. And last night I spoke on it and onam no ojimi no ho me say ye be che no e de na hyem because galamsey fight it is white.
Call your boys. 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 Call your boys.
Look at video we. So our boy we in a group. Eba, I'm find the picture number. Or see there Onya galamsey. This boy Abeku. Oba eye Asaman Tamfo ya on in the group. Omuna omoya galamsey. Na make sure they see. Last me my story in the background of the story. Okatakyie be say I oya NDC ni kwasi na oya NDC na oya galamsey ni amenka. Ukuta NDC card into oya galamsey a na me betena ha ma me nka say oya galamsey. Na jimi wa nimu tutu we abegina say ai hwe me card ekuta me NDC ni kwasia jama won't be so MPP ni no ye galamsey into so ye NDC ni na ye galamsey ntia it me betena me show so ma me nka na. Is that your justification? Is that your reason to say me NDC ni me nya galamsey? Ma me show bibia what they are trying to do or town we mu. Now boy we on in the group omo ye galamsey okuro mu in 2023. At a point, now a company called Astra Gold, or more concession, it was acronym. Now Astra Gold, you know, they are doing legitimate mining. In fact, they are not destroying the environment. They are, in fact, they were doing the right thing. They wanted to have a collaboration with the town. Send a beya, a chromo on Korano, any a chromo mano, they will benefit from mining no ye no hono. Into Astra Gold for no, they were open for discussion to make sure say edwuma bia omo ye no edien no asamantam fo no, the people are involved. Into 2023 no, what happened was a kromo for nkwara na any young men in penifo no ka say omo person mu eti galamsey tax force because omo the community mining eba kromo mami nkyerɛ de ekɔ boy we were kromfo and almost started community mining. Now community mining started, they needed somebody to lead the charge into the youth in that town. No, and omo electi a brand tb no ye NDC chairman your friend Ernest or na CC no current DC. Now Ernest no, he was leading the charge to make sure say astro mine for no sanko for edwuma mu di no e kromo for na benefit into. He negotiated even with the mine to make sure that 50% of a chrome one sassino, the mine will do what? Will relinquish it. Will give it to a chrome forno, send a chrome forno to my responsible mining, which is called a community mining. Inti Ernest was the one leading. Now, Ernest did nimuno. And during that time, the Ernest did everything to make sure say the rules are followed and the omuye no chrome holding no mining no the legitimate mining. Now later no, Ernest was too difficult for the people no more person galamsey chrome, including this guy Abeku. So what they did was that they did everything possible and omuyi Ernest free so as the leader of the community the tax force no to help the community mining. Inti what they did was that because Ernest na oye NDC or we NDC for chairman okrumo no omo ye bibia no ni ekrumo for ahemfo ni bi omo nchenchen no den ni free and omo de omo anipa be share ho. Now omo ye sawie no, they were not thinking say election betuma asesa ema NDC aba power and Ofori Atta and election is saye. It election is saye no and the NDC government made Ernest the DC their biggest horror movie, and I say their biggest worry today is now the DC of Ede Asamantam Fwe. So now they have a problem. Inti uko kromo ni bia nipa bia no ya NPP for no ya galano. They decided to launch an attack on the new DC because they know say Ernest was not going to give them room. Time na opposition krampo na oya tax force o lead in Korano anti galamsey tax force no. He did not allow them to do it. Into the moment of DC now they started cooking into every single day. Obalese boy we say Ernest day, Ernest galamsey, but he has not been able to show one galamsey site Ernest there. In fact, there's a galamsey site I know general video I say Ernest there and you no angasa the boss there. See, so what they try to do is say they use some people in the town and then they started taking this NS guy on. You didn't be court, you be frustrating, you be making sure say you be pressurizing them. Their biggest problem say NS DC and he is not going to allow them to do the galamsey. It is okay me bo video which show na on a NPP NADBO coordinator ana akwawe threaten abrewabi ana on a NADBO coordinator no edi nkomoka se obema DC no problems this guy
password na mechi the dane ma abrewabi se ne bra wo de wo obema ntia ne etima me wo ti ade wo benya na ne yachi e fa se ko ni wo fie nti
ade Abeku no ote krom ha oye no Abeku ni nam na ose de oye NDC ni okuta NDC card wo di metuma bo videos 50 wo di ode krom for wo pa mo ko krom ho ko DC boy way oya kromfo enintina odi gidigidi mirika ose o okoma kromfo aka na asema ma no this boy is a criminal way oye wi a ose a chini shem hwe the NS guy na oye DC no at a point or confront or more galamsey site e ka chom so oni bibi ade na mo ye no kroma anenye. This is the same guy where DC or confront Abeku ni nkofo a omo ye galamsey. And Abeku said, Okuta NDC card, no NDC ni. Unim the Abeku ayo okromo. Abeku was here jailing by 30 years. This is what NS did. He confronted them. DC, or confront Omo. Let me show you. Because your phone amudi omochi.
So when we say we buy Juma, and for me NS is good. Why you? Abeku site ni Abeku na waya money. Take pictures.
Time ana NS nye DC no. O confronting no. Say wo ye galamsey wa ha. Abeku ka chen so no be DC obetete no. And Abeku ni say den. Akoka che kromfo kwateketewa kwase ampanyi we kromfo we na beka wasama ma. Ewifo. And sometimes ne yetena Ghana me catch Ghana for. And you be on the radio, so kwasi bi oti Facebook na mutie no. The facts are there. Enti abandon needs to move in. On distraction omo ye no ho. Won si bi Abeku sense ase ho. Won ensase Abeku ni say no. This video was when Ernest na onye DCU. He was confronting them and telling them that what they are doing is wrong. Na kwasi Abeku takard say me NDC ni. O ye NDC ni ntidi en. O ye NDC ni ntidi en. And the commander at that place, you need to move in and stop this. Some foolish boy way, and the kwasi ampenyi way and nam. And no, wakonya kwasi aba akoka no ho a, ono Jimmy for onye juma, kwateketwa onye juma, aimless fool. And the we di moja manafro afufro no, we di moja manafro no, obefi moja no. And the oto say Abeku said dey. And Abeku so kuta Ghana card. Oje say mabetena ha, na Abeku enipa ba na mabeka no ho a, mebe magana fo hu say Abeku e kromfo. Or your illegal miner or sensor, he needs to be in jail. Ukuta Ghana a NDC card. What do I care? What NDC card is today? Me the NDC card day. This guy he started fighting Galamsey. Oni Abeku a preswa and wabe DC and not the chromo for almost sorry I'm the court. Oh, you say they want to frustrate Ernest for Ernest to say oh and the DC no DBM. Send a beya yet why yes one day oh John Mahame yi Ernest no my young kwasia Galamsey no. Ernest has been very brave. We're protecting the crew now bedroom ne and the kromo over here. Time and Ernest. Or yet community, community mining, or yet anti-tax force, anti-tax force chairman. At that point, ne a kromo you to biano, Astro mine, no mutio moka. Go and ask. Or raise over 3 million Ghana cedis macruno. Go and ask. I beg Granny, I am for a chromphobia and on person frustrating Ernest. Send your baby changing Ernest no more to my young Galamsey no. Kwasia for. Na motetooma boy we abet now say ono kuta NDC card now we John Mahama kra na we Galamsey o say chew it Abeku kuta NDC card no we Galamsey dia yinja no dabi was that the reason into the reason nyina no said den okuta NDC card o de onim de ba ankasa o Galamsey ni ko twa so ne ya atubata every Ghana because den your end it will come because the fight against Galamsey no yenye otwe yenye NDC ni yenye MPP ni we Ghana ni no ye Galamsey ya bana resist ya will put you down say ya ba na say o resist ya you be cool sa akoko because you Abeku no group muntumi say Ghana nsase muntumi say nsuo we are not stupid o we are not joking o we are making sure the right thing is done intimi de montana na ho na wasi aben say okuta NDC card into the end. I'll be back to this matter now and I shall send me a AC I'm go straight na me take care of Ken Ofori Atta asem no near tia na a year Asasi radio after a year the OSP a release a statement a catch Ghana for say Ken Ofori Atta a kromfo na yaton sa friend say omra na ome yinyo me biano nsem biano na Ghana sika sembi ene kronu bi oboy no ya hwehwem ahu say ne ho bom into omra yate krom ha ana a special prosecutor eba bontene ebeka kire say ende yesa de Ken Ofori Atta ato FBI wanted list so ema ende ewiase Ken Ofori Atta eye kromfo tetwa mo aboaten a wo china for anchority never ta utwa no ho na chekere ne den because oyewi or a dangerous human being. Now, the special prosecutor Ekasawi no, endi a day, and yet say asase 99.5 a Gabi Ochida Kodia. Ken Ofori Atta nebusi ni Gabi Ochida Kwa on any church minor. At the end of the day, you some questions no a yomodia and on publish a letter be a page so. Say Ghana for Mumbra na OSP na dia oye nenye every say Abrochire hospital be out the letter ba say or mobile be Ken Ofori Atta surgery intina nkeni second Ofori Atta no special prosecutor release sa statement and say he is a wanted man around the world. I did not release this letter. This letter was released by Asase Radio 99.5. NPP for dia. Gabi Otreda Kodia. Propaganda tool. Omude da Ghana for. Inti omuba na omude letter we beto was a letter ni letter ni free hospital be a friend or Mayo clinic. Na hospital no hospital be a Minnesota abrochire America. Na na Ken Ofori Atta surgery no. We didn't say anything because the lawyers of Ken Ofori Atta, they should know better. At least they should have sent this letter to the special prosecutor even before the date a special prosecutor can say Obe release statement to say Ken Ofori Atta or suddenly to back on the wanted list. What stopped Ken Ofori Atta lawyers? What was stopping them? Because when you look at the date on the letter, April, meaning say who study letter the date shaswa. Second letter no all the way in April. Let me enlarge it. Send a Ghana Nibia Ebehu. May 15th. And I will letter na Sakanye. Inti ultimately say Sakanye letter we say no cry. That means Ken Ofori Atta and the lawyers they got hold of this letter way before 2nd June. Special prosecutor can say or they Ken Ofori Atta ebeto wanted list. So from the 5th of May, Ebesinde and Ebesi the 2nd of June, what were the lawyers of Ken Ofori Atta waiting for? Did they officially send a letter to the special prosecutor say before on the 2nd bedroom, sa letter when yenya, sa hospital when yamaye, so you can take this letter and verify that it is true Ken Ofori Atta is going to go under the knife. And I say yeba be no surgery because we have prostate cancer. The OSP, after this letter was put in the system by Gabi Otreda Asasi Radio, what the OSP did was that he also came out and issued a statement. And then the OSP kaye Ebian Nsanka Mumianko read the OSP and our special prosecutor no the statement on this letter. The office of the special prosecutor has become aware, and this was released on the 3rd of June 2025 that means on the 2nd now or issue red alert editor Ken Ofori Atta the next day and or day or issue that statement remember a letter na Gabi Otreda Akumo editor radio station say when a letter a free hospital for America Ken Ofori Atta the abano sa letter no released on the 2nd the same day now Ken Ofori Atta has been put back on the criminal list. Into on the 3rd, which is the next day, the special prosecutor so released a statement about that letter also because Ken Ofori Atta lawyers, Frank Davis, they were sitting on radio referring to that letter, say because of that letter, OSP, the decision he took was a wrong decision. Now, Yambuta said the OSP, did he have that letter in his possession? No, it was that letter, and I said we need letter, no. The office of the special prosecutor has become aware of a publication on online media purporting to be a letter from a hospital containing alleged medical report on Mr. Ken Ofori Atta. We wish to place on record that neither Mr. Ofori Atta nor his lawyers have submitted any such letter to the OSP. OSP said when we letters be echo round ebi was Asasi Radio and a circulate to a system nim and the lawyers of Ken Ofori Atta speaking to the letter say a letter Sebio almost Ken Ofori Atta and the hospital be our America Ediaba say chire yeba be no operation. Special prosecutor say opese oka esimupi say Ken Ofori Atta and answer the lawyers obi eniwa or this krata we achire no. Inti he has no knowledge about krata we. Inti o sisupi or magana for atiasie say so we krata we was Asasi Radio e gabidia chire say eye Ken Ofori Atta ye no operation in America na eye the lawyers na the letter we aba on special prosecutor Ofori Ken Ofori Atta so ombra also omba no onim letter no ho hwe until letter no ho asem obia fa letter mbre no Ken Ofori Atta man letter and Ken Ofori Atta lawyers obia di wa or the letter be hye nsem. It is a letter by the 5th of May Ebesine, which is the 3rd of June. No, nobody has handed over any letter from any hospital obia man letter bia. Now we'll read the rest of the statement. The only correspondence received from this or his legal representatives is a letter notifying the OSP of a change in his medical condition and on their say so. It is notable that this alleged hospital letter has been circulated through the media rather than submitted to the law enforcement agency actively investigating him and responsible for decision regarding his return to Ghana. Special prosecutor Kasa Emuno or say, Opese Oma Ghana 40 say the only letter Ken Ofori Atta and the lawyers Edia Breno a letter na say Ken Ofori Atta Sebio change in his medical condition and on their say so. Second Ofori Atta yare. But there was no letter say yabe Ken Ofori Atta the surgery a doctor and I say the only correspondence received from his legal representative is a letter notifying the OSP of a change in his medical condition and on their say so. Inti osi letter ebeka nsano na a letter omtroba ebeka say Ken Ofori Atta ehomfa no. Now, there was no letter ebeka nsa e kire Ken Ofori Atta ya she data Ken Ofori Atta ekoye surgery. Ana specifically yare Ken Ofori Atta yare ye kwa akoye no ye de sikan kokana ana say ye kwa the surgery. Inti special prosecutor na me yehu at least letter nsaka and that letter no krampo no e baye time o issue the first red alert. Inti ono otigana no sa letter na e was system ni ma ono so ehu bi no nensa enka sa letter no. Lawyers of Ken Ofori Atta Eman letter and a Ken Ofori Atta Nkata so Eman letter. To date, no certified medical records or official document from any hospital authority has been submitted to the OSP indicating that Mr. Ofori Atta is incapacitated or unable to travel to Ghana. Or see ebe sinne. So time or issue red alert ni biom etu Ken Ofori Atta so no. Hospital bia ni wiase and I say a medical record bia ya certified bia ni wiase ye dia brand say Ken Ofori Atta yare to the point to say on to me to kwan and I say on to me enye de emfa no ho and I say on nante into on special prosecutor de on better Ghana 40 ase say krata bia mekan nsa say Ken Ofori Atta yare ma yare abona to ho on to me nante and I say on to me to kwan emma Ghana em ye to na no. This was the response from the special prosecutor. So the question here is, Frank Davis more lawyer to Ofori Atta omuti radio so edidi atem ekeka nkwasi asem no. The question is, as a lawyer, say letter no munsemo why are you not handing over the letter to the special prosecutor? Now we decided to do something, and this is the first stage of what we want to do. The reason why I am visiting the story or showing you this is because we have also activated another stage of checking say Ken Ofori Atta letter na circulating no. It is true a letter I'm trying to, where is it? Come out. Okay, so nothing is back. Okay. All right, yes, yeah, inquiries. And some people got 40 as I say, this is the first step we have taken. So we decided to email the hospital to ask them about Ken Ofori Atta. Say a true Ken Ofori Atta a patient. Now you need to understand say hospitals are American no. Omo mrabibra ebo patient and maybe their doctor confidentiality. Enya their doctor beka the patient it is a very, very important say. So we decided to say, okay, we are also going to take a step. We are going to start a process, and this is the first stage of the process. We are going to send the hospital an email and inquire about the letter. We wanted to know whether the letter was legitimate and it's coming from the Mayor Host Clinic. Say, in fact, Ken Ofori Atta letter way every clinic one as every clinic. Can they confirm? Remember, this is the first stage of our investigation. They have sent us an email. We are going to follow up tomorrow. But so far, we want to show you this. And then people will know what we are doing. So I actually personally, I emailed the hospital. Now, when you look at this mail, it came from me. I emailed the hospital and I asked them about Ken Ofori Atta letter na circulating. And I made them understand my company. I gave them my company number, everything. So they understand that they are dealing with a media house in America and that they have to at least respond to a query. Now, from Kevin Taylor, sent Thursday, June 3rd, 2025, 9:20 p.m. Thursday, Endra, Anajo, 9:20. And I'm sending sa email. No. Now, to Mayo Clinic Press, Mayo News Bureau, subject, external press inquiry, patient letter verification. So that is the letter that I sent to the hospital. And I want you to know, now I'm on the first stage. Yeah, we are make sure we are activating the second stage because we want to verify that letter. Say a hospital, a chain hospital, one of the most respectable hospitals in America. In fact, we want to make sure we protect the integrity of the hospital, and also to make sure say any letter be a hospital no omo letterhead so and some doctor was no so letter no a legitimate letter from that hospital. Now, so already letter I'm sending you and I say email I'm sending you now. This is what it says. Hello, I'm writing to inquire about verifying a letter that appears to be signed by a doctor from the Mayo Clinic, Dr. Ahmed Abdul Rahim, regarding his patient Kenneth Ofori Atta. Mr. Ofori Atta is the former finance minister of Ghana who currently has an arrest warrant pending and has been listed on FBI and Interpol wanted list by the Ghana government. The letter has been released by a news media outlet in Ghana, and I attached the letter. And I also attached the statement from the special prosecutor. So I attached the letter and I attached the special prosecutors wanted poster now or release by Abonteno. Now, about second paragraph, this is what I said. I said, I'm a journalist based in the United States covering issues of corruption and politics in Ghana. I am working on a story about Mr. Ofori Atta and his efforts to evade prosecution in Ghana. I would like to know if you could provide comments on this letter. There has been some speculation that this letter is forged. Would you be able to confirm if this is a legitimate letter from a doctor at the Mayo Clinic? Now, please see the alleged letter and relevant documents about this story. And then I attached everything. I said, feel free to contact me. So I actually sent this email to the Mayo Clinic, specifically the Minnesota clinic now. Almost say a Hona Ofori Atta surgery. No? So I just did clarification. Now, what was their response? Anytime I make the lawyers of Ofori Atta say, if they really have that letter, and in America, no, they really, really respect patient doctor confidentiality. Hospitals don't mess around with that. Doctors don't mess around with that. So it is so difficult for a hospital to give you any information about a patient. But so we read the letter now, you could see, sir, I was asking about the letter. I wasn't actually asking about the patient medical records. But even that, it is difficult to penetrate. So why is it not so easy for Frank Davis to hand over this letter to the special prosecutor? Now share the response from the hospital. Team, are we good? Team. All right, good. Now this is the response from the hospital. And the response, as you can see, 9:30 a.m. tonight, and a response from the hospital. The lady's name is Sharon. She said, regarding your email, we are committed to patient privacy. We cannot disclose whether or not any specific individual is a Mayo Clinic patient. So we can't deny and we can't also confirm. We are not admitting and we are not denying. Or say, regarding your email, that was the response from the Mayo Clinic. Say, regarding your email, we are committed to patient privacy. We cannot disclose whether or not any special individual is a Mayo Clinic patient. Any specific individual is a Mayo Clinic patient. Best regards, Sharon, Communications Manager, International Media Relations, Communications Department, Mayo Clinic, 200 First Street, Southwest, Rochester, Minnesota, 55905. Omo response to me and then say, omo rules are omo the hospital on a chere say. Patient be any omo betuma kan ho asem e de a chere public or the media. In fact, what they are trying to tell me is say, to me can't tell me whether Ofori Atta is a patient there or not a patient there. Now, it lies now on Frank Davis, the lawyer of Ofori Atta, to tell us said hospital Rokrampo say because of the rules governing their work in America, no, they cannot give us a name or confirm, because right now they are not confirming or denying. They are staying in the middle. They are telling you we cannot do that. Whether it's a patient here or not a patient here, we cannot give you any information. Now I want to ask Frank Davis, say, Frank Davis, what is stopping you from having a press conference and reading this letter and telling Ghanaians that you actually received this letter from a Mayo Clinic in Minnesota and that you are officially handing over the letter to the special prosecutor? What is stopping him from doing that? Team. It is the forged letter. Mr. P, get me the letter. Let me show you something. Mama Chow. So who read this forged letter now? Mama Chow, where the inconsistency is. Mama Chow letter no de abeto abontene say Ofori Atta yare na oyeden obeko hospital. Maybe chow the inconsistencies in that letter. And when I said the letter to me for now, until Ofori Atta's lawyers come out to tell us, say that letter is from the hospital. No, I can tell you, sir, from my experience and the little reading I've done and the little detailing I've done, that letter, even the wording in that letter is not right. That letter, Mr. P, Mr. S, get me the letter. Thank you very much. Let me show you something. Letter in here. Mama can't even show letter in. This is the letter. Let me break it down. I shall DB. So I shall letter now the buyer say a Ofori Atta letter, a money free hospital say, okay, surgery. One letter way. Now when you read the letter, this is the letter, right? The fonts are wrong. The fonts they used are not even the right fonts. So that is one. Now in America, no doctor. Now who read the letter now? I am writing to inform you that Mr. Ofori Atta has undergone. Ofori Atta has undergone an MR guided biopsy and has been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Nobody spells, no medical practitioner will spell prostate cancer with a capital P and a capital C. Nobody will do that in America. No doctor will emphasize and spell prostate cancer in the capital P and the capital C. You will not get that. This letter that they have published in Ghana, say every hospital, and the Matrakoma hospital, no, they don't want to deny, they don't want to fine. I get it. Now, no doctor will write prostate cancer in capital P and capital C. No doctor will do that. May show the inconsistencies in the letter. Now, Saoba Asiawa, the final part of the letter, what did it say? It says, please feel free to contact me if you require any additional information or have further questions. If a doctor writes this and I send an email concerning that letter, because when you read the letter, the doctor is actually writing, not to Ofori Atta. The doctor is writing to an agency or anybody who wants to further inquire about this letter. If the doctor has put there that feel free and contact me, or feel free to contact me if you require any additional information or further questions, then why do you think the hospital is telling me that they are not allowed? The rules and the law does not even allow them to talk about a patient. But for a doctor to even write, to go to that extent of telling us if you feel free, we should feel free to contact them. Contact him on what? When you read a composition, everything is wrong. When you look at the wedding, when you look at how they basically separated the first paragraph from the second and the third, you can see clearly the font size is wrong. The English is not even an American English. And when I say American English, the way the sentences are composed are not sentences, sir. A medical doctor or America or such a high-profile hospital, he will never write this letter. This is the first stage in this crime. The reason why Frank Davis, Ofori Atta lawyer, is refusing to put this letter out and coming out to hand it over to the special prosecutor, for the special prosecutor to follow up on it, is because for now, I can tell you this letter is fake. How can he be writing a dear sir or madam letter now? How can he be writing to whom it may concern? Americans don't write that. No doctor in America will write a letter and put to whom it may concern in 2025. No doctor in America will write to whom it may concern. No doctor will spell prostate cancer with a capital P and a capital C. No doctor will tell you that feel free and contact me. For what? This letter you are seeing, it was cooked by Gabi Ochedako. It was cooked by MPP Asasi Radio. That is why I have emailed them. Now I am going to respond to them with some facts. And I know by next week they will come out to tell me the letter itself, if they are the ones who put that letter together. So I've shown you the stage one, the step we have taken. We are going to take another step to make sure we get to the bottom of this letter. To let Ghanaians know, say, nobody or none of these guys in the LPP, Frank Davis on Kanokre or a truffaut. If Frank Davis himself let away a legitimate letter and called the letter away, he will walk to the office of the special prosecutor and tell the special prosecutor to do his own checks. Because it will be so easy for the special prosecutor to call this hospital, introduce himself, and let them know that he is calling to verify. And because of the position the special prosecutor occupies, the hospital will have no option than to respond to him. Because when this letter was being written, who were they writing the letter to? I'm asking the MPP and Frank Davis. Who was the doctor writing the letter to? Who were they writing to? Was he writing the letter to Ofori Atta, or he was writing the letter to an agency or to an authority? We want to know. Because when you say to whom it may concern, it means the letter is not being written to Ofori Atta. It's being written to an office, a higher authority, an office that will interrogate the letter. So who were they writing this letter to? Guys, the MPP, you cannot trust them. They are criminals. They have been doing this for years. And anytime on their side they will be able to get away with it. They don't get any consequence. And they think they can still do these things and get away with it. I'm going to follow this up. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'll bring you all the facts. The lies that Ofori Atta is lying to people. It's a hospital natural letter where they will let us know. And we will let Ghanaians know. I don't have anything to hide. Any response I'll get, we are pushing from another angle with some facts and some details. Anything we get from the hospital, I will not edit to one thing. I will put everything out. And then we will all, at the end of the day, know who is lying. Now, maybe we put a simple question. Team, let's get into the wagon. Maybe we put a simple question. Mo amo eye Swami. Mo amo Techiman. Mo amo Accra. Mo amo eye PZ. The question is simple. The question is, dollar no ehina edu. The question is, petrol ne boy is saying, how much is petrol or diesel? Petrol ne boy is saying sisia ende. The question is, time na eye NDC ba power no na petrol ne ton is saying. And right now, how much are you buying the petrol? Say, if you are buying petrol today, more than how you were, more than how much you're buying it, and I say more than how you were buying it 3-5 months ago, and in that you have a cause to complain. So now auto petrol 16 cedis a liter. Now saying the auto petrol 12 cedis a liter. Why do you have to complain when you are told to add 1 cedi to buy petrol? The only way a bit mama will be complaining, say, we boom and I want that and say, Sibiana me top petrol no endrano, and the petrol no may turn more than that. At the same fee. Now, if you run every month, be a or jimo 1,000 Ghana, or jimo 1,000 Ghana na Masaya den, and make sure say, be a cost with you. Now, if you run a barber catcher, so many BB. They say, I will soon be a 1,000 Ghana. Busim be a major 500 Ghana. Now, major 500 Ghana na. I was set bathroom no, and the upkeep of the house no, major 20 Ghana account. And not 200 Ghana account. Now, be 700 Ghana. Now, at this point, no, Obeka say if you run, we boo and answer boo. Because Obe rented dino. Okatakyie also obey 1,000. And 1,000 na ubitia. Now 1,000 na efa utia 1,000 na a rent. Utia 1,000 na a dien for cleaning the bathroom. Utia 1,000 na for cleaning the toilet. Sign your money nyina shim. The maintenance of the house ni 1,000 a month. And if you run from Okatakyie so bibi. Right now no every month be our teso. Oba be 500. Now or 500 right now no sa bathroom and sa nyoma no you are supposed to pay 200 for that. Now the question will be say if you run boo and I say boo, are you still paying the 1,000? Are you still going to complain? Are you going to tell the Fiora and say we boo and now you are going to tell the Fiora and say deal no the amount no a dealer we need you? A simple question, and it's got to do with this matter of a new levy NDC are buying Ediaba. A 1 city. Asa 1 city no. Yeah, they buy 2 petrol bosso. So the question is simple. Petrol board now turned the same 5 months ago. And then the petrol no turn the same. So I buy the 1 city account one. The question here is it more than they now turn nana? A simple question. Because more than they now turn they are. They're not ebia and they're not a buy no boo. And they're not a buy no a bona or share no a buy no a dadao. If you run out 1,000, I feel also at 1,000 is about 500. Now upkeep of the house, 200 they also want utia. Into the end of the month, utia 700. Meaning you are saving 300 Ghana cedis. Obeka say if you run a boo, and also Obeka say deal now the amount a good deal, and that is what we are looking at today. You see at the 1 city aka a petrol board. Now 1 city aka petrol board, and the auto petrol now is saying, is it going to be more than before you were complaining? Into Mahmoud Bawumia and the clowns, they are talking. Now, yanko back, na yanshe asemu na ankasamu. Na yama Ghana for who, and kwasiadia MPP ya, nyansa, your friend nyansa rechichiremai, because they could not do what the NDC they are doing now, no, they are trying to confuse everybody. Anytime say Ghana for, I had no credit yaka, you jump mo biatin and wase, shadie. You see this, Esla. Now, Esla, a foot to be a John Mahama NDC. Omu day, Omu 2 year, Omu the 2 and also be a year 2015. Now, South foot to another Juma Jan say, South foot to no, Sika Yadibe Gumuno. What it will do, majority of it, Sasika Nebo Yankania Humbain, your energy sector, no, and not Yadibe Bohumbra. Into a footwear NDC are buying 2015 gumu. Now in 2015 the NDC as a means of dealing with Ghana's escalating power generation debt came up with Esla. Now the idea behind this levy was to use it to exclusively offset the energy sector debt. In the Esla na NDC be in 2015 na a footwear a dawa yadi sika gum na sa sika no the idea is say a cabeda a ye energy and I can not ye ko a car near ye sassy can be near the akun. It's idea in a major Mahamadi Esla by and say, Safotono, Sikania di gum, Sikania no petrol munia the other ye di gumwa. Na say ye enkania some ye kunya problem. Na a cabeda near ye sassy can be near the idea ye de akun sakano. That was the intention. Na a territory ma NDC for John Mahamamo a be Esla, a yes, sir, footworn. Now, the Esla, as of 2017, when the NDC left office for the NPP to take over, was over 3 billion. in 2017, NDC free power, 2016, January 7th. Sika ekogumu na egum no. 2017, na sika dem over 3 billion cedis. So technically, the NPP government came to meet 3 billion na eda energy efutuum. Na sika eda wa enisi edi ensaka. Say yenyina mu nkania ho nsem, ye energy ho nsem, say esiji boka, say ye nkania ye pese ye plant foforo a na akoyi sa sika ni bi. Na ye dey solve sa problem no. Into the job of ESLA was to take care of these issues. Iti John Mahama free power no sika or handy over the ma MPP na e da sa afotuo no na ye 3 billion Ghana cedis. Now, the NPP, instead of using the funds for its intended purpose, instead depleted the account, collateralizing the fund for further loans and using the remaining amount on things that are not related to energy. MPP ba power mbe sa 3 billion se na edawa John Mahama ne NDC abanja towo sanka enne e ka bedawa ye pesika e dia ko energy ka no ye bewa ko yibi no de omo ye ne se omo baaye no saa sika no e no de omo nsa bomu no afa nyoma ye mfa saa sika ne ye no eno na omo de saa sika ne ye na de na e yakra ne se omo betu sika no omo de sika no kosi awawa enti omo de asla fund no omudi ko si awawa enti sika bia na ebemu no na emba Ghana for na omudi sa sika na edemu no ene sika bia eba fund ni mu bia no na omudi si awawa enti 100 million toma na ekọ say 50 million toma na ekọ instead say sa foto no ko beje sika na gum na nka ada ho ne yade ako eye den eye eka ebeba energy sector no omudi si awawa enti sika bedempe na yade akoche. And what they were doing is they were using the money to do their own things. And these are facts. Now I'm mentioning idea. So I also follow facts now. In 2017, make sure the reason why in here, sir, one city way, every Ghanaian should support this government for it to last. And then a bit me Ghana, your energy sector. Anytime I start to me, I will say, and the men will say. Petrol ton saying, and 5 months ago now ton saying, and the petrol now what ton I had even 1 city account. Is it more than time and ekufuado ba umiam power na? Say I am more than that there, then I buy a boo. But the question here is Sa sika yadi abeka and the petrol hu 12. Me busa will say Sa sika no a dose chain time and ekufuado ne ba umiata swana. Mama chiro the NPP for catch time and more power. And into that 1 city way, it is something we are all supposed to embrace. By way, we are make sure the reason why it's here. We all need to support this initiative by the NDC government. I'm going to introduce 1 city. Say, petrol be a better hono. Now, this is what they are going to do with it. I'm going to say, 1 city petrol hono. It is to fight Dumsor. It is to fight a car at the energy sector. So from 20 years ago. Now we read the annual report on the management of the energy sector levies and accounts. Where you can Ofori Atta the reading report to 2017. Again, I can Ofori Atta kaye. My men king kind show. Send a bear kwasiebi. Eti baby a on king kaya. Or betia says a Ghana no in yansafo na echichire. Nenya nkemu any Jimmy any echichire Ghana. Now we read the document now submitted to Parliament by Ken Ofori Atta, Finance Minister or Minister of Finance. Date na show no for the year 2017. For the year 2017. 2017, a day na Ofori Atta call Parliament kwa kachire fa ESLA no ho. Obeto sa sika no. Did he confirm sana sika no sika da ho? Mumianko kain. Now read the document now. This is what it says. Let me enlarge this. Senebeya, you can read this document with me. So I read the document now. The executive summary, it says this. This report is prepared in line with Section 6 of the Energy Sector Levies Act 2015, Act 899, as amended Act 946, which requires that the Minister for Finance submits an annual report to Parliament on the management of the levies and accounts established under the Act. Into executive summary now, Emrasha Ken Ofori Atta say, obeba parliament na wabekan akyerɛ yɛ footwork no sika edem ɛne deɛ yɛde sika no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde yɛ. In 2017 no mmara hyɛ Ofori Atta ɛyɛ saa mmara no a yɛfrɛ no ɛyɛ deɛn Levies Act 2015 no ɛyɛ Act 899 a ɔmo amend yɛ no ɛbɛyɛ no Act 946 no saa mmara no hyɛ the finance minister ɛyɛ Ofori Atta sɛ ɔmbra parliament na ɛsla sika no ɔbɛto yɛ no saa sika no ɔmbɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu deɛ dam ɛne deɛ da hɔ ma Ghana yɛ energy ana yɛ sikasɛm ɛfa ɛyɛ yɛ nyina mu nkaneasɛm ho. Now read the performance of the levies in 2016 and 2017. Performance of the levies in 2016 and 2017. May read the boom. I say, where can Ofori Atta ankasa no asem where NPP time. This is what they said. This is what Ofori Atta said to you Ghanaians. In 2016 and 2017, a total amount of 5.5 million was lodged into the ESLA account out of a total collection of 6.4 million. Now, of the total lodgement, an amount of 4.8 million was utilized. Now, sika 6.4 million, omu use 4 million. Now, the amount is made up of 2 million, 2 million, let's round it up, 2 million spent on road maintenance. Omobeto esla sikana na ekadawa I was here the solve Dumsor. Almost some buy them we use 2 million. Then they almost some koye kwine. Almost maintaining roads. Remember that time na we were supposed to build new plants. We were supposed to make sure say the first thing they did omobeto sasikano over 5 million no. What they did was they said omo yimu 2 million edia maintaining roads, road maintenance, and omo yi 2 million. Now they move forward and they said this. I say the National Electrification Program and the provision of public lighting and almost some of the road maintenance and the National Electrification Program and the provision of the public lighting. Now we are also saying 2.8 million they spent towards the clearance of liabilities of energy sector state-owned enterprises. We are also 2.8 million and omudi chia aban jumakua omode de ECG ka omode de ka energy light ka omudi light bills. It is the kind of mobile na a footwa a dawa a was senka yankania some yapasia expande yapasia stop it Dumsor. Instead say omobe check omo priorities because your scale of preference ya here and san idea fata into omoba and also road maintenance here and omo call a asladim sikana da one was the yankania no buy no and omo was 2 million ya require maintenance omo fan ko kwan omo some require maintenance. Almost 2.8 million. Almost state agencies bid the car light bill into Kutia. This is money that they came to meet as a political party. This is money NDC Jama Omo. And the MPP was a day. And you don't have to listen to them. Oma Bodam. Now Uko Enima say the reduction in the stock of outstanding liabilities of the SOEs includes payments to VRA creditors, bank or trade creditors in the amount of 1.7 million and payment to TOS editors banks. So almost say yi sikano eco trade light bills toward ye omutia omutia bima bima VRA state enterprise just say just say sikano mo beto ye no de do to light bills no de ka. In addition to these payments, a total amount of 279 million was transferred into the escrow accounts of ESLA PLC in November and December 2017 towards debt servicing. We read the act natural from the beginning. Where can Ofori Atta Ojina Parliament catcher say, Omuyi eye ESLA sikana awasi the boy and kanya ho ban ya de tia eka ECG de ka si etipase ton frango near the generating more power. Also, omu yisa sikano den. Omu yisa sikano mu 297 million. Omu de den. Omu kutiaka. Eka ben. Eka bi dawa. We could have used other means to pay. No, they had to enter ESLA. Sikana yede ato ama yenchiri ma se yede be ko inkremu kania se Dumsor ba biem no MPP buy no start so di tuaka. Now you see where the problem is coming from. Senka MPP build it on Esla sika mo beto yankenenke about 70 billion edaho. Do you know that? But they didn't do that. What they did was that they entered Asla. Sikana eye MPP NDC jato hono. Omu di sikani nyina. Point 6. Beside these payments, government also supported the pay down of SOE's liabilities from budgetary resources other than the ESLA. They used the money on things that were not, that ESLA did not allow us, or the act did not allow us to use the money on. And you could see, say, the priority, ESLA's priority was changed. NPP changed the priority of ASLA. They decided to create a new priority for ASLA. Because the reason why our NDC for ABSA for Tuono was geared towards protecting and maintaining and paying debt of our energy sector. Into bigger things to sustain our energy. Yenkania honsemno. And it's not John Mahama NDC for a day. Be ASLA no. But NPP by no, they changed the focus because they wanted a way to steal that money. Now, look at this. Well, I mean, reading this part is on show. I mean, performance of the levies in 2017. This is kind of Ofori Atta statement in 2017. I'm about to Asla, no? Esla, no? Sikana or Masena, no? Or can we now parliament and then Kwasiafo catcher say, yeah, the one city Abeka Petro, Tomun TV, the Omoko demonstration. Please that for one team in church and this year buying I didn't do with him no and Sibion person no they are intelligent. We need to support them. Me GPRT for Jimmy or one say and the auto petrol saying 5 months ago auto petrol saying you may put you shut up. Time your 2 petrol, your 3 petrol. So how long did it take you people to reduce your prices? Munya foolish politics, no? Now let me read this to you. MPP better now position 42 years. When you read this document, performance of the levies in 2017, can Ofori Atta no said American no? For the years under review, or for the year under review, sorry, a total amount of 2.8 million was lodged into the ESLA account out of a total collection of 3.15 million. The disbursement and utilization amounted to 2.4 million. A breakdown is as follows: 181.7 million in debt recovery for TOR. Almost TOR 1.181 million. So I'm going to car. And I'm going to say 47 million in downstream foreign exchange under recoveries. And also something they took care of. 91.9 million for the payment of power utility debt. A car yedi tia energy care da hono omo yibi di tia. When you go for it, says 21.7 million for premix and RFO subsidy. Almost a premix ye cradebano, almost the kutia ekanibia na edaho. When you go to point 8, in addition to these disbursements, 905 million and 23.7 million were transferred to the road fund and energy fund to support road maintenance and the activities of the Energy Commission respectively. Into Omuyi, a year 905 million and 23.7 million to the road fund. And now almost had to be called a year Energy Commission. Into between road funds and the Energy Commission, they spent a year 905 million and also 23.7 million. So you could see, say, a lot of it went into road maintenance. It's not road construction, it went into road maintenance. Because when you take ESLA money, that's how you could take care of minerals, energy commissions issue. I don't have a problem. So how you could tia a car power utility debt ECG car I don't care. But so that amount of money, a lot of that money into road maintenance. Then I ask you, say, sir, amount of money, no road maintenance, no road design will maintain because the priority of this fund, Sasika, we are NDC Jatuono, not to pay debts of our energy sector. It wasn't the priority, wasn't road maintenance. Sanka a road construction crank because why you're crying Emma yehu. Now they also they acquire potholes, or they are maintain coin. How do we assess that? Over 0.9. The utilization of the levies has contributed to the provision of a more stable power supply for Ghanaians, increase access to electricity under the National Electrification Program, and ensure a stable supply of premix and residual fuel oil to fishing communities and industries across the country. Inti utie sibia omuzu eslana. Majority of the money went to things that were not a priority to Eddie and Esla. Because the reason why it's Esla, no, it wasn't about road maintenance. It wasn't about potholes, patching of potholes. The reason why John Mahama, Obefree Power, or T Esla, Oja over 5 to 6 million gumno, it was for us as Ghanaians to be able to have money there, money sitting to pay for energy debt. A cabe sibia and the MPP ja katuona ne de tua sakano. So now you see, these are the things we've been talking about. The MPP are quick to make noise because I'm going to say Ghana for Jimmy. Now, let me explain something to you. The question here is, where Ghana now show me? Ekufo free power, not a liter of fuel, 16 Ghana cedis. In 5 months, John Mahama moved about 12. That's fine. Now the question here is, you're the one city out to petrol so send a car at Dahon because Abane Dinkan state yachro. Abane say, Sa one city order to petrol so is to fight the Dumsor. Then the Dumsor ba a car NPP jato ho ya DECG car billions. Now the question to the MPP and they say, Abana or Tesuna one MPP di omoko share IMF program wa yenyan free muno. Abina etosana right now it is trying to create revenue to pay off a car NPP jao hono. The question to the MPP then say, how do you expect the government to raise this money? Because a kana da hono say yanko a kana be mene ye can ya ni be dum kojoto. It is say Abina say we tomati petrol so from 16 at about 12. Now say or the one city at to petrol this one, which is less than how much we're paying before. The question is, Abino so why way na say why am Ghana for and contribute a city to a the petrol yeto to fight a car a die so ama sebio ye nyina munkania enhye engine so a bibusa MP before say hina binding kofaska. Because you cannot use debt to pay debt. Now the reason why I'm saying is ultimately for a car into a car and they say and no na ya for years and a car at the ECG. Now somebody will say the government should borrow domestic. And I say abana embo besia ofie. And I say abana enkwa brochire nkobo besia. And that has been the argument of the NPP. Adena abana embo besia emfa entua. Adena oje one city free Ghana ni bi obeto petrol ho. Remember, Ghana ni bi obeto petrol. Inta de intina abano enkobo besia. Now, let me break this down to you. The reason why the decision at MDC taking here the best decision in the history of Ghana no any. Say aban kwa bontini kobo besia. Remember, say aban kwa bontini kobo besia 10 billion cedis. In the space of 3 years, we will pay about 3 billion as interest on that loan. Say aban besia wo fie. In a space of about a year or two, sa besia ne beji di fie no. This same government will have to do what? Pay the interest of that besiano. Now, so what they cut 10 billion. Now, kwa bontri ko bobesia 10 billion. Now the befie ebetua eye 10 billion kano. Na sa besiana ko boy no ehun si wono ebe 3 billion. You are still fighting debt. That means that problem you wanted to solve, you cannot solve it. It is for NPP even to suggest to say the government should go out and borrow. No, the MPP is not thinking intelligently. Now, what the government is doing now, and they say, the government does not want to incur more debt. Because one, we are even in an IMF program. It's right now, no, a car at that Ghana, so a car ye de. Aban went to me, sorry, and san koboka, and kobo besia, and from Beto Ghana in the so, Emma won't share interest for the next 10 years. So the government is saying, so we're to me at the petrol from 16 abedu 12. It is very important to say, you do one city better so. Send your beya, sa one city no, ye is as canning a car MPP Jan or Hono, ye bet with your Kosakano without paying interest. Meaning, we will be fighting a Canada Hono and we will not be incurring debts. The most dangerous thing I hear over the years as a nation, and I say, we have always used debts to fight debts. And majority of the people who sit on radio and TV and talk to us, say, oh, me economists, most of them are not intelligent enough to know, say, Saudi a car at your car, ultimate to your can read. And at all force in the NDC, John Mahama per se, I will break it that jinx. What they want to do is say, right now, your space, Kakra, petrol, no, abba form, no. See, the one city to swa, Sasikani a year, a canna down your betu yaku, a bra, young Kobobisian family to or mine so, any or my young woman so. Into right now, John Mahama's government is avoiding borrowing to, at the end of the day, burden the ordinary Ghanaian. Because the reason is, say John Mahama buying a car bontine, na so mokobo besia, no one betia a canna dahona. What is going to happen is say, sa besiani interest, ya the sa interest about to Ghana for so. That means say, in the year or two, or in the next few weeks, we need to increase taxes. It is going to be tax increment because sa a canna dahono, sa interest one in tia. So what you will see is say, so on your way now. Every single day, taxes will be going up. More taxes will be added. Now you'll be asking, are they not buying the taxes to us? So, all because we have failed to take responsibility. Inti John Mahama mo pese omu break that jinx no. Send ye beya abino and san kwa bontene because a canon kofo eja to wono. So kwa bontene kwa je besia e the interest ba e the nsiwo e the nsiwo ba. Sa nsiwo no sa wutua e ka de wo fie na sa nsiwo na beda na e ka da wo so. Inti for us to prevent this, for Ghana to move forward without having this problem, no. Yan for one city and two petrol no so because one city required two petrol so na sa 16 na ekufu ado eji no endru ho. Inti when the beka say abanye bu no e kire obi a why na adwene say on person obedi no kura say bi onim nyansa because at the end of the day until you prove to me say John Mahama ebona o share Ghana for say oba obeti petrol so no wanye John Mahama ebona o share Ghana for say oba obeti petrol so no say bi sa petrol no wante so wate so na sisi John Mahama wate so akodu point bi o hu ni say we will need $1 more a city, one Ghana city to try and pay the debt MPP for we jato ho. So why not say NDC abanye buno? Because the question here is, Sanka John Mahama anti petrol so and anka 16 and John Mahama car say this year you better petrol the one city back to so if you say car MPP jato ho no I was here to then anka obeka say John Mahama ya buy we do anti petrol so or saba ya was the one city abeka ho into sia no MPP cry a chair NDC if you say na NDC MPP abreso no near top petrol 16 a liter and they are turning 17 but as we speak today MPP abreso no near top petrol no dey 16 and they are turning 12 it is na mindset for one city to so na yemfa ntua ka no abra yenkobo besia obonten na se fie na emfa nsiwumba ma yentua emma more taxes mbra. Why are you not understanding this simple thing? A chile nipa na o chechire mu chiro no wajimi e politics na MPP for them oye. The MPP as a political party no omu ejimi omu ni munyansa. You see, they have always played on the conscience of their followers because omumudu duono sa nipa dodo a omudi edien omudi MPP chino they don't read omon kinkan and they have a problem with me. They have a problem with this platform. They have a problem with the people who speak on my TV because omunim say any ba ye be ma Ghana for ehu no kure no in the same way Ghana ni na say o ka say o man way e better na Afrikam e better na ka da ho and the aban say ye pese ye stop Dumsor a car a dollar from tetia yentumi nkuntina de bia Dumsor ho eye energy a yentumi enye den en sustaining yentumi tua ye ka aban say the ebe ne say ye the one city ebeto eye the petrol so nle petrol na yeton nde no yenton say time MPP also into problem ni ho aban say sa one city no ene na obeyi e de tua ka na eye firi ho se na be ya me ne wo ye ho be henhan ye aban say onkwa abontene enkobo besia efise okobo besia edinsi hu beba esade ekaba beto ye so enti ekoje 10 million ye de betua ECG kana sa insi hu na account no hwan de betua abana will be forced to bring more taxes. John Mahama answer sa bono Okatakyie Ghana for say he is not going to impose some nuisance tax on Ghanaians, so he's going to be there prudent. He's going to be very tactical in the way he solves Ghana for debt. And then from the beginning of this show Okatakyie will say and at beginning of this editorial, me say, so what if ye na ufie ra or 1,000 Ghana a month? Say, eno na utia as rent. Na so ufie ra ne fro, no catch us akwisi. To see I mean 1,000 Ghana biom. So 1,000 Ghana na utia na you do me cleaning or toilet, you do me a proper fio, you do me the maintain if you know. So 1,000 Ghana na mean GBM. To see I me if you ra me person me 500 Ghana. Name also 200 Ghana. Yeah, the best maintenance. No, Obeka say if you run a boo, and I say if you run anyway in ye. This is how we have to reason, and this is how the conversation is. A simple and basic. Yen to be man kwasia for being na TV so, bro for time bi omokosia, adada bi omudada, nipa bia because omo free power nti omo pe Ghana ye. The NPP are not intelligent. Sankomo nyansa we are and komo apply nyansa we when they were in power. Sanka MPP for no nyansa and katama no more power no, they could have applied this common sense. They could not apply it.
That is their input. Based on their input, that would inform our action. I can tell you on authority that demonstration is just.
This is the silliness of the NPP. These were the same people who sat in parliament and say, "Mupeu, yempeu, yebe pass e-levy." And then the people's problem are their problem. We say omuhu MPP for followers with Jimmy. These were the same people. We fought in parliament to stop them from passing e-levy. Mumusa MPP for say e-levy no more pass here no. How much did we generate and what did the e-levy proceeds no? What did it do for us? Ever seen the MPP Nibian to me control e-levy zikaromuji WDA or Ghana? Omuka say be create 11 million jobs. Mumusa MPP say e-levy na almost say be create 11 million jobs sir. Omu jina so didi atem e pass here no. Why na e-levy fa de juma or Ghana? Tankwasi afo we ende omu say omu ko ye ma amenem ho aka chem say ye the one city to petrol. So the question is omu gigi e-levy omu di atem be see ende no. Now omu dwin so omu dwin Ghana for ho. Where these are the same fools who are fighting us, telling us say Jimmy na 11 year po they will pass it. And omu ko aka Ghana for say oh petrol no na ye free so na 17 and aba 11 and then the John Muhammad the one city atozo nti aba 12 inti ma mpene oje say ma ameno mu yankwase afo moma mundi nkan kire ya ma ameno mu say mogigi 11 sika de mo de yeye say MPP for some ko abontene ene ya ma amenom ene adwadifo akokasa muduru am kan say ye begigi 11 sikari agigi ye no ye ka say be create adwuma 11 million ye create ye ansa na maka we hu asem kwase afo oje say Ghana fo agimi. First of all, go and tell the people what you did with the e-levy money. Because you can be say and pay e-levy no. Monkwasi afoka chere say, "Ma buying also you are going to pass and you were going to pass and you passed it." Into mo kona se mo koya mo kasa say one city na. Mundi nkan mamefo na mutie me no. Ghana for na munim nyansa na mutie me no. MPP for no ba mo ka say MPP for before e be di san komande be se abusa mo. E-levy sika na mogigi ye na mo ka say mo be bie adwuma 11 million no. Mogigi ye say na mogigi ye adwuma sen na mo bie ye. Because Mahama say one city way or the bekudum so far afa na ogigi ye nim so do atuma ko ontumi ko nti ye twan Mahama onjigi no fa nkum dum so no ye pese ebusa mo e-levy na mogigi ye no mo ka say no be create 11 million jobs mo ko Ghana ha nyina aka kire force ye de kon hye mu 11 million jobs no mo tumi create ye ansa na mo ko kwasiafo omugin so obi agim se chema wontumi omugin so obi agim se kotiketwa omugin so obi anim nyansa omugin se ye nyina ye nwan eye ne epe eye eyase jollof ne edi nti MPP for no the way they don't they don't respect the intelligence of their followers no they think that every Ghanaian is stupid. So I'm giving them an assignment. Mudu dwomua mudu stores wa mo MPs 88 agimi for no ye bebusa mo say e-levy na mo force na mo pass na mo ka kire say e-levy no ebe create 11 million jobs no ye pese ehu 11 million jobs no ansa na edi nkomo anam refi mo ka say e-levy no ebe create 11 million jobs. So today we are asking e-levy 11 million jobs no ewen
end up going to an IMF fund program for to plug your books.
Yeah. For example, could you upon Chromatina TV so can e-levy say yankwa or say ko IMF. Omo pass e-levy say ko IMF. Kwasiafo. Omo pass e-levy esa ko IMF. Kwasiafo we say dey omo ntiase one city in TNT bi da ye go press conference, ye go demonstration emwa. Ana mu gisi ye refi ohun. Ana mu bugana for ye maamenom, ye papa no mu ofie so mo ye kwasiafo. Mo yehye tai wo parliament e di ajantra fo echinti. They should forget about everything. And fools like you are, you think you can manipulate our parents. You can manipulate everyone. Kojo upon Kroma Kwasiampain, this honorable Pono actor we catch say E11 no say I'm passia yebeko IMF. At the end of the day, a Jimmy for we pass E11 esako IMF. This year for we you know 8 years. Obu di attempt catches on pass E11. Rural electrification, digital and 11 million jobs. Mumusam say 11 is the kind of the and away. Kwasia 4 and almost some credit yantiasie. Almost a boka guo. A Jimmy forward today we are sitting in Ghana and giving them room to speak. In Kwasia 4 but they are buy ma amem no ho. Omo the 11 be gu ya ma amem so Kwasia 4. Ya ka say yempe. Omo so ya nya 11 ye kwa IMF. Omo the 11 twice we no omo sa the IMF twice so. Omo the IMF twice so John Mohammed buy no be 11 free o. San Kwasia 4 na muti omo. 11 dey be ma adwuma by 11 million o se de ba mo. Ekufu ade tena Flagstaff House, Ekache say, you pass 11 no. Na NDC 4 year the day. O we no sako IMF. Pass ya 4 years ade we nyina. And petrol from 17 to 11 cities. They say the one city ka ho, na dey akon enkwasi aka nkofo we ja no ho a. MPP for some dey am demonstration. Omo constituency. Or some share toilet go omo so. To whom we mu nyina o. Now once upon a time, na mo road minister ni amo akwanta. Ono say 11 e de be kwan nyina tua contractors 11 baako ade baako omo kan oman kan say ye de 11 no ye de be che bantua eno nko a ade baako nkofo we an kan say 11 no ye de be dan asamo ato yi ama no eno nko a no man kan omo kan bibia oya king as 11 oya house 11 oya say me say ade baako pa omo ntuma kan say 11 e be ma dan asamo ato ayekese ana say wa on sa chinchina 11 betuma dan stand dan asamwa from a chinchina to nipa and no kwane ade obontu anka obia kan kwase asam because no mo pesika na giedi and almost so mo yeden me kire me ma me no me papa no mo am Ghana mo ntwen omo ba mo so hwe na mo 11 sika no mo de yeden Kevin Taylor waba I am here to stay and the unam kroma nkofo from the president mentiasie because you say see me decide my president me president to be tina dem na take a decision oh we nkwa we nyesi and say me back say into Mr. President is live and the state of the nation no enie aha na obi etie ahemfo akese mo Ghana nyina obi atie mo ha eyo police fo mpenifo mo Ghana nyina ha na obi atie soldier fo mpenifo nyina ha na mutie teacher fo mpenifo because aha say enwumbre wa ma betie de ewo ha udim say ontie news ni nsiye. There's no sensationalism here. It is all about the facts. It is all about no kreno. See a bit chiri Ghana for nyina ehu de eko. And it's now about the most viewed show Ghana for mo abruchiri this platform because they know say Kevin Taylor platform way any show way de udru so a obechiri mo ate ase. Ye ma menim ne anuanu bebre wa abruchiri a sebio omanko school no mo ba abruchiri. Ghana nyoma kra no mo nte ase. It is because of us inti and the omabedo Ghana. Because of us and they want to know more about Ghana. Because of us in Oman will say, "Oh, mine no s sama nyoma papa ekoso." It's all the job we do, and I don't take credit for this. My team, every single person on my platform, I give them credit. And you watching me, I give you credit because Mona must sustain the platform wait till today. Every single person watch. Yeah, Omo MPP for Omo Omo NDC for. I am telling you on authority. NPP as a political party. They watch my platform than NDC for, and it's a fact. Even in opposition, time na NDC opposition, na MPP for more power. Na omosha me chain eye ankasa TV because and the MPP ni onko hwe won tumi TV e de na ho ejimi for the go MPP ni onko hwe asase onimsa asase de omo ye ono ejandam e gabi o chire da ko MPP ni okọ hi Peace FM onimsa de ekoso e concert kwam se fa kan ni ho omo maka nyina so concert no omo ye MPP ni ko hwe de UTV ade bia ni ho MPP ni open news no open no kura no MPP ni person who said the party bet about power beam oni say Kevin Taylor won kwan dey heading. So this is where they watch. Aha no mo share, they have no option. And you see the good thing about this platform, and I say till date nobody has been able to come out to discredit this platform with any fact. Nobody. Insinuation you can insinuate. You can create your own imaginations and believe in it. And that is what MPP does more. You know say, I'm create your belief, but I'm believe in that thing. So they can sit home and say, let's create a WhatsApp chat. where the AGD, because of Jimmy. That is the MPP for you. They create their own lies, they believe in their own lies, and they feel comfortable in their lies. The moment you try to open up the real truth to them, no more fool. The MPP executives, on YouTube channel, on YouTube account, they are all watching me. NPP communication, Richard, I decide how things should be done when it comes to the media. And it's a matter, me say, from what we are seeing, there are so many of the media houses in Ghana. We need to shut them down. They are just taking space. Mamika Bibinchamo Ghana for. There are so many people in Ghana. MPP for they just dislike me. They hate me. It's out of jealousy. Omuyema anka me kasamomo. Anka mi okusie. Omuyema anka dia me no anka mi protect your mokrono. But I'm not going to do it. The hate they have for me is because I worked so hard with my team and you yourself to kick them out of power. And they know, as far as I am here, there's no platform that can dissolve this platform because the credibility I have. All the records are there. Go back. Technology, you cannot find one tape that can contradict my statement today. It shows the consistency and the honesty on this platform. Me say, technology, you can go back. You cannot get even one tape that can contradict what I say today. Because the and you're being and yet no crazy about Joma Ghana for who no creno. Messamo Monfra Bruchi, Germany for my boy Muchen Bibia. Germany for the Bromo Bruch and Kenya and common Ghana and the Ecoso, common Tiasie. Come on, say Kako. My name is fascinating. Yeah, it's a very fascinating name. My name is Kevin. Kevin. My name is fascinating. It's very, very fascinating. It is Kevin. Say it. Say Kevin. Kevin anyway. And I keep telling Ghana for the MPP will never come back to power again. In 42 years, they can never. And every time I say this, as far as I live, you people will never come back to power. I didn't know about power. What the power are they? I'm asking you, you MPP pigs, what are you using power for? What the power to me, what they are doing? And then I'm with it to me, what the bear doing? Yemfa to me, yemfa governance ain't seeing it. Ain't Ghana, and you already said, the governance be seeing it. Into mupet to me, what they are doing. You are not going to get it. And it's now, Marjorie must say, oh, let us break Kevin Taylor's platform, then we can get to Mahama. I'm here. I am here to protect the NDC, and not just Mahama. I am here to protect a good government and a good political party. And as far as I am here, you cannot bypass me and go and destroy the NDC. I am here. I don't need any appointment, any money from the NDC. My job here is to stop you pigs. And I'm not going. I will make sure I keep you people up. Because the two me mawa mudi dibone mukunipa. Enkwasiya for MPP for muku JB Danko ebesinde mumbo JB Danko din enkwasiya for ma. Moku John Kuma ya enkwasiya for ma. Enyanya nchire for ejimi for ma. Moku John Kuma ya obi papa kwasiya for moku no. Nipa 8 mu bomu to election time enkwasiya for yentam to mi mamo na mo for to mi nya den. Enkwasiya for yentam to mi ni mamo na mo for to mi nya den. Na mo for to mi ni koku otumfo kwasiya for mova to me nikogu ahuna hene ana mova nkoku evantifo hene MPP for moa yentam to me mamo ne yentam to me mamo chena enti mungu party no eye o makuma Kevin Taylor we dey tan no untumi ye foko me ginam and me ginam ache and every single step be a metu bia no so I'll move Ghanaians with me. I'll use the facts enti me nko bebia o ana am refi mo ho my catch them, you are going to be in opposition for 42 years, and it is a command. My body and I'm the china patoso. Sa snap on the Baba Ghana betu benshia ne da ho. Obi antu fa nsanka. Eya me na make kasa. Ana obi a me ba asantimemu. Na me begina bantama seat so se me pe MP dia. Nipo betu me win against me with just 3 votes or 2-4. Why na e be ma ofi? Oweja, enyumrei. Ayantiase ye bebo dua munkobo.